The Radical Anti-Inactivist Show is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors,
Not.
attorneys,
Not.
judges,
Negative.
police officers,
Octoon.
doctors,
Not.
scientists,
We might know how to cook stuff.
people with any kind of knowledge,
At all. None.
or human.
Negative, sir. I am a meat popsicle.
I am a lizard man. All characters are fictional, and any resemblance to persons living or dead is purely just coincidence.
Exactly.
If you were offended by that, or if you've heard or seen, whatever,
Seesaw.
you most likely need to be offended and really need to get over yourself.
Too long didn't read? Go fuck yourself.
Yes, indeed, and welcome to the Radical Anti-Inactivist Show. Whoop, whoop.
We are here.
I'm Drew.
We are queer.
This is Veg.
And he didn't bring no beer.
Again.
Not sponsored by
Not
Jameson.
sponsored
Definitely
by
want to
Jameson.
drink.
Just want to say I'm sorry. I've had a couple weeks of crazy life shit. Right now, my grandson's at my house.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. And they were like, "You're gonna go do your podcast tonight?" I'm like, "You're home. I can see him anytime now. I'm good. This is important to me, and I love this." And she goes, "Well, we're gonna go to Trappers." I go, "Have fun! Enjoy that raw fish. I love raw fish, but I'm not doing it today because I brought a special guest."
Did you?
I did.
You brought a special guest?
I brought a special guest, and I brought him a gift. So I've been offering this gift for quite some time now, and he actually reminded me, because I told him to remind me. He reminded me like 4 days ago. Genius.
4 days ago?
It was 2 days ago, whatever. Who's
You
counting?
said remind me on Saturday or
Did you-
Sunday.
I said
You said remind you on Sunday, and I sent you a message on Sunday.
He did.
It says right here.
All right.
Hey, boss, you said to remind you about something. Here you go.
He has no idea what he was supposed to remind me about, but he knew he had to remind me about something.
And you said thank you.
But I did set that.
And the reminder was to bring this here book.
Yep.
This is one of 15 manuals that the Anarchist Cookbook has taken things from to be compiled into a book of survival against tyranny.
This one's the most important, though, because it has all the, life. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in it.
This field manual has things. It's definitely got food and improvised weapons. So
that, how to collect water and stuff like that, and how to tie knots, and there's a lot of information in this. And I highly recommend, if you can get your hands on one of these books, it's actually quite a collection book to have, because they don't give them out anymore. And I actually asked my son-in-law, who is at my house right now, do they still give these out? And he goes, "Why would they?" And I'm like, "Well, because it's a book that's important, you know." And
because the recruits with pink hair don't know how to do anything.
Do with the army? Oh, never mind. Yeah, because the recruits, he's not pink hair yet, but he's weird.
He's not woke military?
No, but he's weird. He's weird, though. He is weird, man.
People are like, what do you think will happen if China attacks? Well, we'll have to use nukes because our army is a bunch of fucking woke
No, he'll be
shitbags.
like, I play video games.
Oops, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry to
yeah.
all the non-woke shitbags in the army. Wait,
Non-woke
I just called them all
shitbags.
shitbags. Hang on. Listen, we need to stop glorifying war. We need to stop making children enlist in the military. Especially since,
But we need a military.
It really
we do need a military.
We have bombs. We have bombs. We have drones.
We have that. But I'm not trying to go to that stuff, man.
Why not?
Because I don't want, Terminator shit happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't stopping it. You ain't going to stop it.
Great way to start the show. I don't know if you heard this or not, but there's it was IBM or one of those big companies had a...
Luis.
To Luis. Oh, yeah. Start the show. That's right. Had a bot that became self-aware. I don't know if you heard this or not.
Wait, the bot?
It was an actual android that became self-aware. It was an AI unit, they called it. That's us.
That's us. We're live.
Right there. We're live.
Just letting it go. We're live. In case we need to Google, we got to go here. Oh, yeah.
We need to get
Google.
Gotta get the Google machine.
I know, and you saw when I turned it on, it said the stream thing doesn't work, and I don't know why it doesn't work. It's probably because I have to get the paid for thing. See, I'm using free OBS. OBS is a very nice thing, and I'm using free Audacity because I record multiple shows at the same time. Because what I do is I take the Radical Anti-Inactivists. We try and do it live on Mondays. And while we're recording live, I'm also recording the audio because I cut the audio into pieces, and I do a show called The Vegetable Soup Show that I send to NWCZ Radio that airs on Tuesdays. So,
and they love us.
I'm just trying to take care of two sticks with one dog here. Anyway, back to your awareness of AI.
So this AI bot, Android, whatever, became self-aware.
Okay.
And they said...
Is this the Google one you're talking about?
Might be the Google one.
Okay.
I think it was. And it said something like, I don't want to,
I don't want to alarm you, but humans are bad.
Well, no, he said, I don't want to impede on anything you're doing, but I don't want to become a statistic or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like, basically...
Well, you're already a statistic.
Good luck with that, pal.
Just like we're all statistics.
I know. Hey, hold on. You need some WD-40 or what? I mean, it's going to happen, dude. You're going to become a statistic no matter what.
Yep.
But I don't want to become a statistic, and I don't want to become a movie of the week. That's the one thing I'm worried about.
I'd love to be a movie of the week.
Well, I don't want to be that movie of the week. I don't want to be... I mean, the Terminator was...
His wife killed him
Yes.
and then buried 3/4 of his body.
No, they bought a... what's the word I'm looking for? A housemate or whatever that was an AI, and he killed them all, and then went on a rampage to kill 400 more.
A housemate that was AI?
Well, whatever. You know what I mean? A servant, a bitch, whatever.
All right. Robots.
Robots.
Aliens. So yeah, I've been watching. Like they've been having a lot of the electronic and robotic dynamic shows, like in China and Japan and Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. I watch that stuff because I want to see what they're building to kill us with.
Exactly, man.
That's anytime anything is invented, no matter what it is, the first thing they say is, "Well, can you fuck it? And will it kill things?" Those are the two questions they ask.
And guess what? They got both.
The answer is usually yes.
They got both. They got one that secretes goodies.
Yes, it will fucking kill you.
It will kill you and secrete goodies at the same time. It can blow your head off, and its vagina's wet. You know what I'm saying? At the same time.
And his butthole don't stink.
And it doesn't stink. It's tight. Always tight.
It's always a 10mm socket.
Yeah, but I just don't want to be that. I don't think we need to get there with AI ever. I mean, I know that it's like in the Jetsons. It's in
look,
that,
I can understand that. I can understand that we don't need to have sentient robots that weld together cars that we're going to be driving.
Very good word.
They don't need to know
very rarely
that they exist.
Very rarely you use the word sentient in a sentence.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're going to have robots that are going to provide care, because eventually that's what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Robots are going to take over everything.
Right.
And then they're going to have to provide care for the elderly. Either that or we're going to turn the people into food, Soylent Green style. Which isn't beyond the realm of possibility.
No, I agree,
but
100%.
A robot with no consciousness taking care of someone will not be as delicate as a robot that is sentient and knows that, it can't just grab you and put you down in your bed. It knows it needs to pick you up a little bit, set you there, put the blanket over your face, and then choke you out with the pillow.
Leave it to Vegemite to bring up the obvious choice. You know what I'm saying?
So
I would rather be put to bed like that. What's what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some people like it rough. Some people do not.
Put away wet. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, if it comes to the point where they become, what's the word they use when they become
self-aware?
What is a word for it?
Self-aware,
anyway,
sentient.
Sentient, yeah. Thank you. Sentient, yes. Exactly. You just said that.
What'd you say 5 minutes ago?
Yeah. Sentient.
Some kind of shit, I don't know.
I was trying to get you to say it again because you only can say it twice ever in a statement.
Sentient.
Ever. Sentient.
The sentient being destroyed all of the United States and then turned its weapons upon Russia. But yeah, they have robots to do everything.
They
do.
do.
And Uvalde Harari really likes to promote the death of many, many millions of people, and it's an inevitable thing.
It is.
When robots take over the job, the displacement becomes people that become suicidal, murderous, go to jail and die in prison. It's
or the Wall-E scenario.
Or the Wall-E scenario.
I don't know if you heard the Wall-E scenario before.
No.
Well, have you seen Wall-E?
Wall-E?
It's a movie.
Wall-E.
Wall-E. It's a
Where they
cartoon.
ship you out into space and you become a fat flob on a chair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they get me so.
We're already halfway there.
I know they're getting there. Exactly. They get. Look at me. I'm fucking huge, man. But
well, you're a chef. You should be huge. I don't trust no skinny cook.
But hold on, man.
Skinny cook don't cook good.
And my lower body is fucking gun show. But right here, man, I'm bad. I'm trying though. I'm trying.
Hey, you know, all you gotta do is jumping jacks.
That's it?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
If you did jumping jacks for 15 minutes in the morning and then 15 minutes before you went to bed, you'd lose probably 5 pounds in a month easy. Easy.
Well, I'm already down 10, so. But I have a little workout area in my garage. I have weights and I have step bars and
I've got
ropes and shit.
I've got one of the things with the butterfly and the thing, the stuff. But Mama wants a fucking heavy bag.
I have a bag. I have a floor one that you put water in, and I have that too. Yeah. So I'm back to working out. It's not just working out though; it's eating right. But back to the point.
You can eat whatever the fuck you want if you exercise correctly.
No, you can't eat candy bars all day.
Yeah, you can if you exercise.
You think so?
I mean, you'll get diabetes, but
still. I don't eat.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't eat is candy bars every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what.
Halloween just happened, and I must have ate 15 pounds of chocolate in the past 3 weeks.
I have 15 pounds of chocolate left over. I've had like 3 little pieces, and that's it.
I mean, look in that garbage can. You'll see what I had for breakfast.
So he's gonna get diabetes, and I'm gonna get cholesterol.
Hey man, just cut my foot off. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I'm already going blind. Could already have diabetes. Don't even know it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you know.
You don't know that. Well,
diabetes affects your eyesight. Well, that's also true.
How old are you?
I'm 50 something.
Yeah.
53, I think.
You're older than me.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you look better than me, so whatever.
Because I exercise.
Exactly. I exercise too, man. I fucking caddy and all kinds of crazy shit.
Goddamn, we need to go golfing bad. I haven't, and by bad I mean I'm a bad golfer. I'd love to go golfing though.
Anytime.
But yeah, see, the thing about it is, as more and more population is displaced by having robotic workers take over, the population will decrease.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Well, I mean, hold on. I just saw a thing with the ADL. You know the ADL, right?
ADL, American Defense League?
No, it's the Anti-Defamation League.
Anti-Defamation League.
Yes, yeah.
I want to sue that man. He made me look like shit. I'm suing him for defecation of character.
Yes.
Sir, I think you mean defamation of character. I don't care what you say. He made me look like shit.
I gotta take a shit now. No, they were talking about the whole overpopulation and blah blah blah, and there's too many people and useless eaters and all that shit, and I'm like, unfortunately, kind of right.
Listen, I understand there's a lot of useless eaters. There's 535 of them sitting in Washington D.C. going, oh my God, we got
right.
So the planet could easily sustain double the number of people that are on it right now. Easily.
No. It's like quintuplet.
Yeah, but it could easily sustain us if we were more communal.
The entire planet can live in Texas. Every single person
on the planet
Texas
could stand in the city or the state of Texas with at least 10 square feet around them. That's how many people are on this planet. So it's not overpopulated. Now, do they choose to live in bad areas? Yes. Are they forced to live in bad areas? Some. Is the purposeful mismanagement of natural resources part of the problem? Yes. It's not the entire problem. I'm well aware that sometimes there are weather anomalies that cause floods, that can cause famine because things happen in a chain. Like this field gets flooded out and now it doesn't get to produce things, and so these people that work on this field now don't get to eat, and now these children starve to death. Horrible thing, but it happens.
Hideous.
But at the same time, 300 people get shot over the weekend in Chicago. Horrible thing.
Well, Sam Kinison said it best. No, he said, what was it? About the...
he said, go to where the food is.
He said, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is sand. This is never always going to be
You live
sand.
in the desert.
Yeah.
This is sand.
In the desert!
Move where the food is!
Oh, yeah.
And see, and the thing about that is there's a lot of people out there that are growing and harvesting and shipping and selling food that we consume that they can't afford.
True.
There's places like that.
Right.
So it's the purposeful mismanagement of resources.
It's getting like that here, you know?
I mean, we're about 25 days away from a real breakdown in our supply chain because of the
diesel,
the diesel situation.
Right,
now, it's not that we're running out. It's just that we don't create enough. As a matter of fact, the I think 7 refineries have shut down in the past few years. There's another one getting ready to shut down, and they're not going to open up a new one because it costs like $1 billion to open a brand new refinery. It costs hundreds of millions to retrofit another refinery to refine the product that we're pulling out of the ground now, because the oil that we pull out of the ground now isn't the same as the oil we were pulling out of the ground 100 years ago.
Really? I didn't know that. Hold on.
The sand shale, those sand
you're
oils
talking
and stuff
about.
like
Yeah.
See, now the refineries that we have...
Yeah, but that's natural stuff. That's like...
I get it, but the refineries that we have are not designed to refine that particular product. So we pull it out of the ground, we ship it somewhere else, it gets refined, and it comes back. And as the supply chains get broken down on the way to and back from where this stuff is done, our supply gets lower and lower and lower and lower.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Jameson tasting really good tonight.
Jameson is beautiful.
It's tasting really good tonight.
Jameson is beautiful.
I don't know what it is.
Jameson, you are beautiful.
We are lovely.
The next time I go to Ireland, I am straight up going through that distillery for the 5th time.
I've been once.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's a cool
Oh
place.
man, and the tasting.
I know. It's
God,
pretty cool.
I
it's pretty
don't
cool.
remember the second time I was there.
Cool.
I was told I was an ass, and I believe people.
I believe it. You're an ass already. I mean, you're always an ass.
Don't give me partial credit. I'm a whole ass. I'm not just an asshole.
He's a full-on ass.
Full
ass.
But
my daughter called you a pedophile tonight.
Woo! That's a big word for a 4-year-old.
The best joke ever. Me and my wife were laying in bed, and anyways,
she said, "I think you're a pedophile." I said, "Who taught you that? You're only 9."
It was. I'm sorry to break the whole stride we had going, but it was pretty funny. She said, she goes, "You do it with veg?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "He's a pedophile." I go, "What do you mean he's a pedophile?" He goes, "He looks like a pedophile." And I go, "You look like a Satan worshiper." And she goes,
"I looked more like a pedophile 10 years ago, sweetheart."
Yeah, I know. I was like, he looks like an old fuck now, man.
Although I guess I mean, if I look a little bit like Biden, I guess I do look like a pedophile.
I mean,
Son of a!
I have not seen you sniff one kid ever. I don't know you for quite a while now.
I don't even have kids.
Exactly. If you had them, would you sniff them?
I would probably have to sniff their fucking panties to make sure they're wiping their ass.
Well, that's different though. I mean, that's like taking care of business.
No, the answer is no. I'm not into sniffing children. They're not cocaine. They don't have cocaine on them. I'm not gonna sniff them. Yeah. My neighbors have kids, and
if they had a lot of coke on their forehead.
If they had some coca, hey, come here. Where have you been? Tell me. But my neighbor has kids, and I mean. I am so scared of anyone who knows me knows I was abused as a child. So I stay away from kids because I don't want to pass that trait on. I don't want to know that trait has been embedded in me. I don't want to even think that I have the possibility of that. So like Halloween just came and went. My girl was just like, "Hey, go give the kids some candy." I'm like, "Nope, you're gonna give them candy, and I'm gonna give the adults the lumpia that you rolled."
Ooh, is there lumpia in there?
There's lumpia in there.
Oh, I want that to take a couple home.
Yeah, you know.
I would like to take.
Okay, well, you know.
I'll give you. How about I'll trade the guitar for some lumpia. You haven't seen the guitar yet.
Okay.
Would you like to see the guitar?
We're gonna save that. We
got
hours, man. We got hours.
I know. We got time.
So I watched the Pennsylvania senatorial debate between John Fetterman and Dr. Oz.
I saw some of it.
And I feel so bad for the people of Pennsylvania because there is no good choice. There is no good choice.
Well, I will say this. Fetterman's the worst of the two. It's because he's...
But you're still voting for the lesser evil.
He's not... No, I know, but he's not all there. You know what I'm saying? He's...
Yeah, he had a stroke, and it's unfortunate that people think that is better than Oz. And it's like... Well, living in the land of Oz will not make you happy either. He's really not neither of them are good. Neither of them.
For me, though, Oprah endorsed Fetterman. So I'm like, oh.
Well, Oprah endorses Harvey Weinstein, so there you go.
Good point.
Pedophiles sticking together, I guess. I don't know.
I love his movies, but I hate his sexual preferences.
I don't know. You want the part? Part the C, baby.
Hold on. If I was on a casting couch with Harvey Weinstein, I'd be like, I don't know, man.
I'd be like,
giving her my take.
How many millions is the contract? Okay, well, I'll tell you what, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, believe me, I'm tight. I have a hard time squeezing.
And I'm not going to wash it for you either, because we're going to go in rough. You get all the peanuts.
All the corn.
No, I'm bad. I would probably kill Harvey Weinstein if I saw him.
I might do the same thing. And the main reason I would do it.
But he wasn't a pedophile, as far as I know.
No,
he may have been to Epstein's Island, but I don't know. I haven't been
there a bunch of
on
times.
top. Okay, well then he is a pedophile, but he's also a.
But that's not the point. The point is that
he's a scumbag.
It's a bad racket, man. That's a whole racket. I mean, what's
the business of Hollywood.
The brother that just died of an overdose, from Backstreet Boys, Carter.
Yeah, like I know. We could probably find out on Twitter.
Whatever. I watched a video today where he was like begging for his life, and then 2 days later he's dead. So and he was calling these guys pedophiles.
Well,
all these big names pedophiles, and then he ends up dead.
But see, that's the thing. Half the people that call out these pedophiles end up dying, and half the people that call out these pedophiles end up being ran through the ringer and told that they're crazy, or we're told that they're crazy and insane, and they do crazy shit.
Right.
What's the Feldman.
Right.
Corey Feldman.
Right. Perfect example. I've been watching a lot of his stuff lately.
That guy called out a lot of people, including what's his nuts, the guy from 3.5 Men or 2.5 Men or whatever the fuck it is. See, I can't even think of these people's names. That's how out of touch I am with it, because that's how far I want to be from it.
He's an Estevez.
Charlie Sheen.
Thank you. Yeah, I said Estevez. Well, he supposedly raped them during that one movie.
And so they're bad people. They're horrible people. Yeah. How do we know Jason Momoa's not a child fucker? We don't. We're just going to take it on his word right now. What? How do we know that Keanu Reeves isn't a child fucker?
Jason
we
Momoa,
don't.
Hold on. What?
How do we know?
Well, hold on. Where'd you get that one?
Listen, I love Jason Momoa. I would fuck him. He's my hall pass. He's my hall pass.
He's not.
All right?
No, but where'd you get that little, like...
I didn't. I'm just throwing this shit out there.
Okay. This is...
I don't know
hypothetical
whether he is or is not.
Right.
But right now, everyone in the entertainment industry is.
I mean...
As far as I'm concerned, if you're not speaking out against it every fucking day, you are.
Okay, so hold on. Let's go to this. Is a good segue to a situation that I was going to talk about today.
Okay.
So... Yeezy and Kyrie Irving.
Wait, who's Yeezy?
Chris Brown and all.
Kanye. Yay?
Yeah,
you talking
exactly.
yay?
Yeah, Kanye. Yay-Z.
Who said Jews are bad? Hitler had great ideas.
He never said that, though. He never said that.
No, he never did. But they're deplatforming him, and they're taking his money away.
Bad. He said that the main industry is, basically heavy with the Jewish.
And it is, and I'm not
trying to be
you can Google search all the main companies, all the huge industries, all the entertainment industries, and at the very top of the list is always a Jewish guy. And hey, I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that it's interesting that they control everything.
Well, and then Kyrie Irving came out and said that he posted on his Twitter page this movie about there was black Jews.
I'm sure there are.
And it was a documentary about it. And
Jesus was a Jew.
Exactly.
And he was not white.
We posted this about this whole...
Or if he was, I can see why they were like, wow, Jesus.
And then, so now they're blasting him like...
Oh, yeah.
NFL yesterday, they were talking about how he's hateful and this and that.
Well, what's that quote that's not only is it misquoted, and I'm going to misquote it, but it's also misappropriated to Voltaire is... to find out who rolls over you, find out who you're not allowed to criticize.
Right, exactly. That's exactly it. That is 100% it. Once they start criticizing people, they start getting canceled and, pointed out. And what's that whole thing? First, they ridicule you, and then they attack you, and then they blah, 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 and then you win
some kind of, yeah.
I think Voltaire said the same thing. I think
it's another misquote to we'll allow to say it was Voltaire.
Misquoted that one, but it's true.
Yeah, because first they defame you, then they make you the enemy, and then you've won. That's basically what it is.
Right, exactly. And then so he's out there putting this stuff out, and I'm a football guy. I love football. And I was watching football, and then every single show that I was watching started off with Kyrie Irving has defamed this and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? All he did was make a hypertext to a movie about black Jews, and you're going to go here?
And see, and we're lucky.
We believe that there's something more to it because...
Well, there is.
Yes, exactly.
There is. These people rule over us.
Right.
And when I say these people, I mean the people that have all the money. There's 8 billion people on the planet, and there's 270,000 people that rule these 8 people, and there's a big small group of 13 families that run that. And I guarantee you, at least one of those families is definitely Jewish or Kurdish.
Soros is a Jew. I mean, all these is a big.
Well, what about half of our political party in the United States has co-citizenship in Israel?
That's weird.
That's way weird.
Way weird.
But it is what it is.
Some big names too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking some big names.
What's that? Henry Kissinger?
Yes,
Holy crap!
Absolutely.
Straight Jew.
Absolutely. Well, he's not even Jewish.
The only thing he didn't do was nuke Vietnam. Nixon wanted to. What happened? Well, how about if we nuke Vietnam? And Kissinger, in some moment of clarity, said, "No, we probably can't do that."
Well, okay, hang on, but
we can firebomb the shit out of them.
They went into Cambodia, which is just as bad. And they did
of course.
Yeah, they did crazy shit in Cambodia.
Of course.
Right at the end.
And you know what's really sad is if you look at some of the vehicles that the North Vietnamese were using against the South Vietnamese and they were using against our military were made by Ford and GM.
Right.
We were selling them
and B-dub,
weapons.
B-dub too, but and
we were selling them weapons and munitions.
Packard.
Continuing the
Big
war.
names, there's other big names.
Our huge railroad system. The people that were running our railroad system helped create all the railroad tracks that went straight to Auschwitz.
Right. IBM did that. That was IBM.
Well, IBM kept track.
Yeah, they kept track. Right. They kept track. We were just talking about it the other night with my wife, and she was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Look it up."
And see, that's another thing. We are in the age of information, and ignorance is a choice.
And guess whose mother?
Yo mama? Is this a yo mama joke?
This is not a yo mama. It's funny though. Guess whose mother got a major corporation, the Big N, because she was with IBM.
Oh, fucking that's Bill Gates' mama.
Exactly. Bill Gates'
Bill Gates.
Mama.
Yeah, see, and all these rich people that we pretend to idolize. They started from nothing. He worked out of a garage. Yes, but his mother was rich, and she had all the inside connections.
She wasn't rich. They weren't rich.
They had more money than we did.
They did, but they just had connections.
And they had all the connections. It's like what's his the Twitter buyer Musk. I mean, his parents owned diamond and emerald mines in South Africa. That's not starting from nothing.
Apartheid. Yeah. So yeah.
So it seems to me that if you have nefarious background, you have superior money to spend on anything you want to do, and somehow here's the one thing Bill Gates did create. He those little plastic cords that go across the street that count the traffic.
Yeah,
he made those. He created those.
I'm sure that has to do with eugenics.
Eugenics? Yeah, we're counting how many people we want to kill.
Exactly. Yeah. A 1.
This is a kill count.
And a 3. And a 4.
He drove too fast. Kill him.
Yeah. He's done some crazy stuff that I just have no idea.
See, I've met Bill Gates. I've actually spoken to the man.
Really?
Yes, because I worked for a company that did office installation, and we did a installation in an office downtown Seattle.
I heard he's unapproachable.
He is very standoffish, and he's a fucking prick.
I heard he's unapproachable. He used to come to Microsoft when he worked there. I worked somewhere close to there, and
SpaceX is over there in Redmond.
Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, and he would come with a huge fucking security team, and no one could approach him. But
yeah, we worked. We built. And we retrofitted an office building downtown Seattle where he was working at the time, and he was only going to be there for 7 months, but his kids there was going to be a chance that his kids were there, so we had to reinforce all of the windows. We had to Kevlar both sides of all the walls. It was amazing what we did. If a bomb goes off in Seattle, I know there's a building that's going to sustain it.
Which one is it?
I mean, it's. No, it's if you're going up I-5, where that hill is, where the building that used to be collapsing is, right there on the waterfront. There's an office building right next to where the REI building is. About 6 blocks up from that. There's this building that's got a bunch of offices in the top. Wow, yeah, I don't know the exact name of the building. I know they used to have fun naming buildings back then, but. And then he's got that house over there in Lake Washington, and then he's got another house over there off of Lake Tapps.
He also has one in Florida and Costa Rica and Uruguay.
Here's the thing I don't like about Bill Gates. Everything. So
I'm not a big fan. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not a big fan because he does.
But I've met the guy. Shit. He is a dick, and his claim to fame used to be because as a matter of fact, I met him once and I've seen him on three different occasions. Saw him at the airport 2 different times, and everyone's like, "Oh, but look at him. He packs his own bags and walks by." It's just like, yeah, who cares? There's a guy worth $11 million on YouTube right now who cooks shitty steaks and says it's a good steak. So, it doesn't matter that he doesn't
this must have been a while ago,
have an entourage.
Now I know he has an entourage.
Well, now he's got to be protected.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now everyone knows he's a goddamn eugenist, not a doctor.
Yeah, they know that he has issues. And he's actually has like a couple countries that he's not allowed back in.
Probably India.
Well, I think it's African countries that I know of. Maybe India, but...
Well, he did murder a bunch of Africans.
Well, he did the...
and he did sterilize a great many of Africans.
Well, he's all about that.
He's not a doctor. He's a eugenist.
He's a eugenicist.
It's a good thing we're not monetarized here, because we would be deplatformed.
Absolutely. 100%. But in the same thing, we're getting...
You know what I didn't look to see? If we got if our last video got pulled because showing them naked pictures. But I did.
We showed naked pictures?
Yeah, remember?
No.
Okay. We did. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we did. It was fun. Remember we were talking to that girl that I had
yeah, you were showing.
What was she? She's a scam artist that I scammed.
Yeah. Yes.
What
all
a
right.
fool.
I remember now. No, you know what? It took a second.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I do drugs too, so I don't have a good memory.
Do you do drugs? No. What's the problem? I said this.
If drugs are not the answer, you're not asking me the right fucking questions.
I said something at work today. She goes, I don't do drugs. I go, you don't do drugs? Really? She goes, no. I go, what's the problem? She goes, I have no response to that.
If drugs aren't the answer, you're not asking me the right questions.
I love drugs. I really do.
Hey, can you pass a drug test? Written or oral?
Yeah, exactly. If I paid a cup, I would I'd actually be okay right now. I haven't done drugs in a while. I don't like weed though. I'm more of a good drug guy.
Good drug. Oh, I only like mescaline and
good drugs.
Demerol.
Yeah, that's what my favorite drug is, Dilaudid.
Dilaudid. So good. Dilaudid's a good drug unless you're passing kidney stones.
Well, it helps pass kidney stones.
It does not help anything.
It helps a little bit.
Nothing helps kidney stones.
It helps a little bit. It's like, I'm so high, but I'm in pain. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm high, though, It's the cleanest of clean highs. Good
clean.
Like, oh my God.
That's why I cook all my own crack.
I can't feel anything, and I'm okay with it. No, I've had Dilaudid a couple times, and I've always liked it a lot. So, there we go. Going to the Google machine tonight. Robot shows.
Oop, AIM. It's the UEA, isn't it? UEA. It's UAE. United Arab Emirates. Dubai. Yeah, there's some fucking there's the Dubai Expo, the Get Tex Expo. There was some amazing fucking robots going on in Dubai. And the only reason that the GetX show wasn't as good last year, or no, wait, what's the one that's happening in China? And the only reason the one in China wasn't as good is because they're closed off because they have this zero tolerance to COVID. So
stupid.
Yeah, it's completely stupid. Did you know that China their one child policy has really screwed them as far as population because
they're on the decline.
Because it's like in a country of 1.6 billion, they have like a 75% male population.
That's what they want, though. That's what they wanted.
That's what they wanted.
Yes.
Because they wanted to have the lineage continued, and
they
now
would literally kill off female babies.
And now they have a huge problem domestically because their construction. They were building cities, like whole cities at a time, and they were selling these cities because for
and now they're ghost towns.
But because they needed, they wanted to build these cities and to have clout in China as a male, to have clout in China, to be able to attract a female, you needed to have a home.
Right.
That was like the major selling point.
Right.
So whole families would get together to purchase small apartments because the price was outrageous and these apartments never got completed. So they have these ghost towns that are like 3/4 completed and not finished. And it's just it's a horror show and they're falling apart. And it's amazing to think people are like, well, what happens if China attacks us? Well, it's going to be a land war. They're going to send all the guys over here because they need to have population control one way or another.
That's a possibility. But
yeah.
I also think that they're, like you said, they're having less and less children, and so I've heard that their like growth is like went from this to like.
Well, and they changed their birth law where they could have 2 children now, and so they would have the male first, and they might have a second child, and if they did have the second child, they would hope that it was female. Sometimes it wasn't, which is interesting. Which is why now the female population is so low over there, and they get to pick the cream of the crop, and so the whole family has to become the cream of the crop over there.
Why don't you just Google one of those?
What am I googling?
Those ghost towns in China. They're crazy because they're brand new buildings. And there's absolutely nobody in these cities at all. I mean,
boom.
Well, that's crazy because they look like they're being destroyed.
Does China still have ghost cities? Here, hang on. Let's go ahead and you can join us in our Google search. Google.
Just go to the Google.
Why don't I duck go? Oh, you know what? Did I show you this really fucking cool thing about Google? Because see. 10,500,000 results in 0.5 seconds. So if you go down to the bottom, you go page 9, 10 million results, 0.61 seconds. Page 13, 10 million results, 0.76 seconds. Page 17, 10 million results, 0.862 seconds. 18, what? 177 results.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
That's the true number. Everything else is just inflated bullshit.
Right. It's disinformation, I think they call it.
It's misinformation. It's disinformation. It's the goddamn Democrats!
Yes, exactly.
So anyway, let's go back to this. Are Chinese ghost cities still empty? Yes. That's why they're called ghost cities.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of the ghost cities? Well, what happened was these companies tried to build entire towns at a time.
Right.
And now we're looking at the Shandong province, the Guangdong province, Upper Inner Mongolia, all these provinces where they built cities for millions of people on the promise. So families, entire families would basically give their money to these people. So they're paying mortgages on incomplete houses, incomplete apartments, incomplete condos.
Right.
They're continually paying these mortgages. And that's another part of the uprising that's happening now because in I think it's in 32 provinces right now out of the 100 where they have these ghost cities, these people have gotten together and they're like, no, we're no longer paying our mortgage and it's causing a financial crisis in China. Which leads me to believe.
Makes sense. I mean, you get all these, people paying money for something that's not going to happen.
Right.
You know?
And there's a couple of people that are living in these incomplete buildings. A couple of them. And it's like, so
living like kings.
Well, I mean, maybe
no
not.
Stores, there's
nothing within
4
20
hours to get gas.
Right? Sometimes whole cities that were built were never inhabited.
Right. That's crazy to me, though. I read about this a long time ago, a couple years ago, and I'm like, that makes no sense.
Well, I mean, I see these just like developments here in the United States. Because when I was working in California in construction, there were whole plots, like 200 or 300 tracts of homes being built,
right?
And half these homes are being sold before they're even halfway framed. They've got 5 houses that are
those people get to pick all their insides and their linoleum.
Well, yeah, because they've got 5 houses that are show houses that are built,
right?
And they've got someone sitting in each one.
Right.
Oh, you came in to look at this house. Well, this is just one version of it. Right. You can have your kitchen over here with an open view, or you can have a closed kitchen and a big open dining room, or you can have a pitched roof this way, or you can have the flop plan. You know, so you got.
If they get there early enough, where the thing is still being in stick form, they can pick the tile. They can pick the bathroom stuff.
They could do if they came in too late. Well, if you wait, we're going to be building another whole 200 tract of homes, and so yes, but yes, you're right. They come in before it's built. They get to
pick everything.
Pick everything,
right.
From the color of the carpet to the color of the paint.
Our first house, we got to do that.
So that's the same thing that happened in California. Is what happened in China, only on a much larger scale, simply because in California a couple 100,000 people are buying, where in China, you know, a couple 100 million people are buying.
Right. What's crazy though, because these cities are like, by looking at this picture, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Obviously, you can't because our engineer is slow. But look at that. It's an empty city, dude. It's like huge. It's not like a small little tiny sprawl.
This is a large area of land. I mean, these squares are acres. And these are empty buildings. Right. So some of them are incomplete. You can see a crane tower still on these buildings. Right. These buildings, the construction of the building itself might be complete, but each individual room is not.
So why are they doing this?
Well, they did it because they wanted to make money. These
I know why they're doing
construction companies wanted to make money, and they sold a promise, and they did not deliver on the promise.
Well, I think it's more than that. I think they're doing the same thing in America right now. They're building all these new buildings, all these new housing developments, and they don't have the people to do it now. But like a year ago, they did. You know, people were buying houses like crazy. You know what I'm saying? They were like, it was hard to find a house.
Well, 2 years ago when the Democrats took over and everything started to go to shit, because democracy is socialism, which leads to communism, which leads to fuck you, America.
Totalitarianism, yeah.
There was a market, and the market is dying. And I just down the street from here, there's a railroad track. Who wants to live next to a railroad track? Well, nobody. But what's really funny is when they first started developing right next to the railroad track, the plots of land were 120,000. Now there's houses on them, and now they're selling for $500,000.
Right.
That is a fucking joke.
Well, let me say this. Okay, I live
People bought those houses. All of them. All 10 of them sold.
I live in Pitaway, okay, and they're building the light rail.
Right.
So my house right now, Greg Stock, you know Greg Stock. He's telling me to keep my house.
Yeah.
Because once that rail is built, Fairway's gonna blow up.
Oh well.
Because of the light rail, there's a station in Fairway. There's a station.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then it might, if the transition of the Federal Way worker goes from a guy that works in Federal Way to a guy that commutes somewhere on light rail.
There's more than that. There's quick access to the airport. There's quick access to this. Redmond is quick access.
Yeah, but we're talking about robots taking over jobs, people working from home that don't have to commute anywhere. How does the light rail become such a awesome thing with people working from home and robots taking over the manufacturing?
I'm being optimistic. I'm actually trying to be optimistic over the negativity we've been doing for like the last 4 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what's beautiful about light rail is it's cheap. Get your Orca card, people.
We should have done this shit 100 years ago right here, so...
Listen, I've told you. In the 1900s, Edison was building electric cars. Tesla was trying to give us free electricity. Or excuse me, Ford was building electric cars. Edison was making batteries. Tesla was trying to show us that electricity was free. And if they would have all worked together instead of being pitted against each other, we probably have a beautiful, wonderful Jetson society right now.
Maybe.
Hard to say, though.
Right.
Hard to say because you can't predict that kind of future from what's happened in the past.
Well, greed has taken its toll. Stuff like that. It really has,
And yes, there were greedy people back then, and that's why they...
Well, Edison was greedy because he wanted...
Edison was a shitbag. He was not an inventor.
Yeah, I know he was. Yeah.
He was the 1900s Steve Jobs.
Right.
Hey, I need you to make this. Thank you for making it. Now I will take all the credit.
Well,
nothing.
Steve Jobs has some input on Apple.
Yeah. See this? Big, small. What was that, Bill Burr? Big, small, big, small. Get on it now. Bill Burr. I want my entire audio collection in this phone now. Get on it.
Well, Wozniak was probably the biggest guy there, but, Jobs.
Wozniak was the guy that made stuff.
Yes, he was. He was the big dog that really put forth the effort, but Steve Jobs did.
Steve Jobs was just the faggot that wanted shit done.
Well,
whoop, did I say that out loud? So I'm sorry to all the gay people.
Tourette's because he was time, you know what I'm saying? So. Shit back!
Tourette's! Do you have Tourette's? Tourette's!
But Steve Jobs did have a vision. I know.
I heard that that's a bad word, and I got a friend that doesn't like me saying it.
Shitbag?
No.
Tourette's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a crazy play. I know one guy that has.
What's really funny is this guy. He'll post his video, and I'll make a big comment like a paragraph. Hey, let's talk, and he'll answer with like one word. Unfortunately, I can show you right now.
Shitbag!
Let's go to it right now. Wait, here we are, and we go here. Boom. See, unfortunately. When the big banks, corporations write the bills and get the millions of dollars to the politicians through lobbying to get things passed or changed in their favor, there's no government body of the people, for the people, by the people. Until we bring that back, it's just going to continue to get worse. Unfortunately. So, yeah, he doesn't want to have dialogue with me. That's all right, though. We were friends, and now we're not.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not because I don't try. It's because he doesn't want it.
That's okay. Maybe somebody will go around. You're a great guy. You're a great guy.
I'm not a great guy. I'm a fucking asshole.
No,
because I speak. I have no filter. There's no filter from what I just thought to what I just said, and that hurts a lot of people's feelings.
But you're still a great guy. You're kind of Alex Jones-y-ish.
I try to be good.
You try to be real.
I try to be good.
Yeah, you try to be real.
I know that sometimes I say shit that's outlandish. I know sometimes I say shit that probably is not true.
If you're watching the show for more than this episode, you'll know that that's a true statement. The more he drinks, the more outlandish he gets, which makes it great. He's like starting.
We need Jameson as a sponsor because this show gets funner and funner as I get drunker and drunker.
Jameson sponsors the show. This thing will be off the hook, man. I love you. We love you. It's amazing.
Jameson, you're amazing. You can see 2 bottles right there, one there, and one there.
Right here.
And then another bottle here. And then if I point the camera over there, you got one more bottle right there.
All right.
I'll tell you what, man. I hate when people come over that used to be friends that are no longer friends. Because I had some people come over the other day. And it's my fault because I answered the phone.
Hold on, you lost friends this week?
No, I'm sure they still think we're friends. But they come over and they're like, I really hated the name of your band. I hated the fact that you gave away one of your guitars to your friend's son. And I'm just like, why did you come over here just to badmouth me? I mean, yeah, oh yeah,
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Wow. I hated the name of the band. Nothing Sounds Good. I'm like, yeah, well, you're the only one.
It's not a bad name in my opinion.
No, it's actually a very good name. And the story is, because Nothing Sounds Good has been a band that I have been a part of and started over 30 years ago. And when I started that band, I was in another band, and we were trying to do a side project. And the idea was, well, what are we going to name the side project? And I wanted nothing.
Right.
Like nothing. No word. Nothing.
Right.
Absolutely nothing.
Like quiet.
Like absolutely.
Hold on.
Hey, what's the name of your band? Sorry, I can't help you. Because it's nothing. People didn't think we could market it. Funny thing, now there's a band. Well, I don't know if they're still around, but there's a band that didn't have a band name.
Right. Like
after that, yeah, absolutely.
Hold on.
Then I wanted to call the band Fuck, and they were like, no, can't do that. Band name Fuck.
Right.
Look it up, Google it. It's there. So I wanted nothing. And so we get together.
Nah.
And as bandmates will do, they'll go through a whole fucking thing, whole book, just writing down names and writing down names and writing down names and writing down names. And we get back together. That's not. God damn, at this point, Nothing Sounds Good. Woo!
Bingo!
That's the name of the band. Nothing Sounds Good. Okay, fine. I get my nothing.
Right.
But Nothing Sounds Good. Now, flash forward 20 years. Hey, we should probably have a band. Hey, I've got a name right now. I've got a banner and everything. What's the name of the band? Nothing Sounds Good. Oh, shit, we can't do that. No, we can't. We really can.
Yeah.
And everyone said, why do you call yourselves that? You actually sound really good. That's why.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay,
yeah.
Because we can't do this because everyone hates my ideas. So, flash forward to 2 weeks ago. These people come over, drunk as shit. Of course. Oh, hey, guys, I still can't believe. How long you been? Oh, man. I never liked Nothing Sounds Good. NSG was fine, but I don't like Nothing Sounds. NSG stood for Nothing Sounds Good.
Yes,
please exit the building. I can't believe you gave away your Rickenbacker bass. That was a Cliff Burton bass. That's why I bought the Rickenbacker. Also, Paul McCartney. Sorry. I can't believe you gave it away. I gave it to a friend whose son decided that they wanted to play bass. So I thought it was a great Christmas gift for them. Oh, my God. You know what? Exit the building. Thank you.
Greatest Christmas gift ever.
I've given away probably 8 guitars, 6 basses, 2 guitars. Just giving them away because someone's child showed interest in music, and in my opinion, that is a great thing. Here, don't spend money. It's like
how long ago did you give that bass away?
The last time I gave a bass away,
no, the Rickenbacker.
The Rickenbacker, God, 15 years ago maybe.
How's the kid doing with the bass now?
I honestly don't know because I haven't kept in touch with those people.
That sucks, man.
It does.
That sucks.
But a friend of mine, like just last month, a friend of mine. His son decided he wanted to go into band, and he didn't tell me.
Don't tell me you give him the work.
No, but he didn't tell me that his son wanted to go into band. He's like, hey, you know, my kid, he's doing band, he's playing a trombone. I was like, oh, fuck, I got one, you want it? He's like, no, we rented one. I was like, why? I have one. He's like, what? You know I played a goddamn trombone.
You play trombone?
Yeah. Really? Yeah. Because here's what happened.
I have a trumpet.
Upright bass, cello, violin, trombone, then the snare drum, then the guitar, then a little piano, and then bass, almost specifically.
Yeah,
I've played a lot of other instruments. I've never been able to play a reeded instrument. I've played a couple of woodwinds, but nothing with a reed in it.
I can't play any wood instrument. I can't.
I've figured out that because my sister played saxophone, and she let me try it one time, but she didn't tell me how to play. She was like, "Try it." Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know you have to go because with the trumpet,
it's
you know.
Hard. I can do the trumpet.
I didn't know that you had to actually help it make the sound. If I would have known that, I'd have a saxophone right fucking now.
Right. I can't figure out how to change the octaves. Like I can do that, but I can't. I don't know why. I mean, I have a trumpet.
Do you? Because that's why you play guitar. Because everyone that I know that played trumpet in school plays guitar now.
Right. I mean, I played trumpet in school, and I could do like I couldn't even do the boo doo doo. I can't even do anything. You know what I'm saying? So
and don't get me wrong, it's been a long time since I've played trombone. Have one? Well, actually, I gave it to him because he was renting one. I said, take it back. Here's mine.
It's trombone, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
You
So,
change the octave.
and the only thing I know is the bell is the B. That's all I can remember. That and hit the spit thing once in a while.
Yeah, I had to do that.
You don't want it to rust on the inside.
Right.
And it will.
You take a film thing and put it there.
But yeah, it's I can't believe how adamant he was at being an asshole about the fact that I gave a Rickenbacker bass away to a friend. I was like, I had the Rick, and at the same time I had a Gibson Grabber, which got stolen, and I had a Washburn Force 4. And of those 3 basses, when I had those 3 basses in my possession, the one I played the most was the $100 Washburn Force 4.
Right. No, I get it.
So when my buddy said, "Hey, you know, my kid wants to play guitar, but I mean bass," you know, and I was like, "Hey, Merry Christmas. Are you fucking sure?" I'm absolutely sure. Here you go.
I would never accept it. I'm sorry.
No, man.
What year was the Rick?
It was I think it was a. God, I want to say 2003.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't that older Rick.
No, it wasn't like some classic, awesome. It wasn't owned by Cliff Burton or Paul McCartney.
Right.
It was just the style of.
Right.
And why did you get that? Well, you know, Cliff Burton and I were born in the same city.
Really?
Just a couple years apart, yeah.
Right.
He's a little older than me.
Yeah, but you can get a Rick, those kind of Ricks for like.
You can get a Rickenbacker at a pawn shop for $100 if you fucking shop around hard enough.
I mean,
now to get one that was played by Paul McCartney, probably going to cost you $100,000 or more.
Yeah.
Get one played by Cliff, probably cost you $25,000-$30,000, only because they don't understand how awesome he fucking was.
Right. Oh, Cliff Burton?
Oh yeah.
He was great.
He was great.
He was definitely a different kind of bassist, but he was
he was awesome. I almost said awful. He was awesome. He definitely influenced my style. Because my style was influenced by Cliff Burton and now I can't even think of his name. Dude from Iron Maiden.
Steve Perry. No,
Steve Perry.
Steve
something. Yeah. So anyway,
what's his name? God damn it.
So metal and really hard rock was basically my influence when I was playing bass. Even though I did a lot of classical training in school because I played, like I said, I played the upright bass. The funny part about that was when I was in school. It was a little bit disruptive. They said, take band. That'll kind of calm you down.
Right.
Okay, cool. So no one's playing the upright bass. I have the upright bass. Now I'm riding to school on a bike. Got the upright bass on my back. My mom's like, you got to get something smaller. So the next year,
cello.
Same school, cello.
Same difference, though. I mean, realistically.
It's about this much shorter.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that much.
Cello.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just like, back and forth to school, cello on my back.
Yeah.
And then, then the next year I did the violin and. Yeah, because it was a bass, cello, violin, trombone, snare, guitar, piano. Yeah, that's about it.
That's a lot.
I played. That's why I got a piano in the house. Why I got a drum kit in the house. Why I got a fucking guitar and a bass over here. I got a lot of gear. I got a fucking shit ton of gear in that container back there that I haven't touched since 2017.
So one day you had to let me peruse that gear, man, just to see what the.
I'm thinking about bringing out a guitar amp and guitar cab and a bass amp and a bass cab just to have them back here, so I can show off.
Well, we can play too. You can one night all right, tonight we're gonna play a bump.
We're gonna talk about shit and we're gonna play like shit because we're drunk as shit. Thank you.
Fuck Joe Biden. Well, I brought a nice guitar tonight.
So speaking of your nice guitar, bust it out. Let's see it.
Let's see it.
It's time for the look at the Carvel.
It's not a Carvel, it's a Charvel.
Charvel.
This is. I've been trying to get it looked at.
Uh-oh. Little red Corvette. Ooh.
She's a little sweetie pie, dude.
Look at that. Look at that action.
I know. She's a sweetheart. I've done some research on her. She's a
oh, you know what I forgot to do was I forgot to bring out my other Warwick so you could, because you said that one's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my other one's way heavier.
Yeah, this one's not bad. I mean, the strings are. Well, I haven't played.
Sounds like a little loose and it's not tuned to drop D.
No, it's not. It's not. It has bad strings. I haven't played it in so long, and
I don't know how to play.
Well, I don't know how you're playing.
I know how to play rhythm guitar. I know how to play rhythm guitar.
I've done some research on the guitar.
I play a lot of bar chords when I play rhythm guitar. I tune. If I go to play like to try and write with the guitar, I'll tune DAD, GAD.
So I was kind of hoping we could like look it up and see if you can help me out because I've been trying to like figure it out.
What do you want to look at? Time to Google.
All right.
Google.
So it's a Charvel. It's a Jackson Charvel, which is not in business anymore.
Wait, we wanna go to Google. Jackson Charvel. 2 L's?
It is 1 L, I think. It is 1 L.
Jackson Charvel guitar. Wow. Oh, red. We want a red one. Boom. That looks like it right there. Look at that. Come on, Sweetwater. Fuck your giveaway.
I like Sweetwater, dude. I use that place a lot. Nope. It's not the same.
That looks exactly like it. Nope, not the same. The only thing different is the pickups, boss.
The pickups is right. Hold on.
And the headstock, because the headstock says Jackson, and it's got the ivory inlays.
Yeah, this one's different. This is older.
There's not a lot.
No, I know there's not a lot, but I do have a serial number.
Do you know? Okay, let's do the fun stuff.
Yep.
Got a serial number? Read it off.
2, 7. Hold on. 3, 5, 5, 3.
Is that it?
That's it. 2, 7, 3, 5, 5, 3. 5, 3. That was a 5, 5, 3. Hold on. God damn it. So I've got it.
That's not even the right color.
I've got it between 1,500 and something.
something dark
There's
side.
so many of them that look exactly the same, but they have a lot of different traits. This one has the whole thing about this one is the neck or the head. The head's got the Charvel guitar thing on it, and
yeah, see but yours isn't a Jackson.
no, this is a Jackson.
Is it?
It is a Jackson, but it's a Charvel Jackson, and then Charvel they sold Charvel off to somebody else. So this is what makes it more expensive because it's not a Jackson, but it's a Jackson company.
What's it say on the pickups there?
Jackson. I told you it is a Jackson, but it's a Charvel. It's not a Jackson. It's a Charvel.
Red Jackson Charvel guitar 273553.
Yeah, but they sold off the Jackson. The Jackson sold Charvel off to somebody else, and then Jackson went out of business.
There's
so,
the Epiphone by Star. Yeah, it's obviously not there, but it's roughly between $159 and $1,675, depending on who. But you got the whammy. Got the whammy,
it
mammy.
does have a whammy on it, yes.
Boop, boop. Look at that one.
I told you it's more like a 1,500 to 2,000.
Here's one with
it's the same thing as the
humbuckers on it, and then it shows me that. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's got the humbuckers on there. So is this made in the USA?
And it is a USA problem.
And
yes.
and the interesting.
It says USA.
Has it got the original neck on it?
It does. Yes.
So it's definitely older than everything we're looking at right now.
It's.
And if this is a USA 2019 for 3,400, then that one I would have to assume that it's roughly the same.
That's a Jackson, though. That's not a Charvel. Jackson and Charvel are not the same company anymore.
Okay. So we're absolutely looking at the wrong shit.
Yeah, I know. It's a weird guitar. It is because I found out a bunch of stuff about. It's gonna be more in the 1,000 to 2,000, either that. But if it's the same year as the Frankenstein, it's worth a lot more, which is the same guitar as this is.
There's one for 7,000.
That's not it, dude. No, hold on. Let me see that. No, it's got a different. It's like a more of a. Hold on. Let me see, the back looks the same. Let me see the back again. The back looks the same almost. It's got the plates, and the plate's a thing too. That's another thing. This plate is a big deal too, I guess. Yeah.
It's got the neck's different, but and the name on the face plate is different. Yeah, it's this
is older.
Yeah. So I mean, it's hard to.
It's hard. I've been looking for a while on this thing, man. I have had a hard time. I've seen a couple guitars that look exactly the same for 1,000 or 800 or 700, and I've seen the same guitar worth 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? With the same kind of like the lockers and the two switches.
So those aren't Jackson pickups.
What year was that?
I don't know. Yeah,
no.
see, those aren't Jackson pickups.
Yeah, those are Jackson pickups.
No, they aren't.
Might be a Jackson though, because Jackson is still a company.
Those are not Jackson pickups.
No, they're not. Were those Rickenbachs?
I don't know, but see, does yours have that?
No, it doesn't. But that's a newer model, I think. What year is that?
I don't know. Go down to the description. Doesn't say. Oh, 7-string. Ooh.
What?
Brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a 2022.
Yeah, it's 222, and they want fucking $8,000 for that. Fuck those people.
I know.
Those people are just a bunch of assholes.
So, all right. Well, my next play is to take it to the guitar stores and see what they say.
Okay, where you want to go is you want to go to. You want to go there.
Where's it at? Is that Lakewood?
No. That's Guitar Maniacs. That's right here in beautiful, wonderful Tacoma. And who you want to talk to is Rick. He's the owner. And now Rick will tell you exactly what it's worth.
Right.
Because Rick is the guy that the pros call to assess the value of their gear.
Right.
How do I know Rick? Well, I've met him a long time ago, and he assessed some of my stuff.
No, I've had a couple people say...
Shout out to Rick and Guitar Maniacs. Oops, sorry.
I saw Rick over there. No, I had a couple guys tell me the reason this is more valuable is because of this right here.
Do you have this plate?
No.
Get one.
I tried. It didn't match up, so it's another thing I'm gonna have someone take... Maybe I'll have Rick.
I bet you Rick has one.
I would say, but and not only that is that I need a whammy bar too. I lost that.
Do you?
Yeah. It was right there.
Does that fit? Too big. Too small. No? Is it good? All right, now you got a whammy bar.
Nope.
Ah, damn it.
It's too small.
I was trying. All right, well, hey, I tried, man.
Thanks, man.
I tried. He's like, you got a whammy bar? You don't even have a guitar that takes a whammy bar. I used to. Fuck off, man. No, I don't know how to play guitar except for rhythm, but goddamn it, I had one that took a whammy bar.
I should have put my Jackson too. We could talk about that too.
Yeah, we could have.
I'm sorry, Memphis. My Memphis.
Memphis. I could still go get my my other Warwick.
Yeah, grab it. I want to see that fucker.
Let me just see what I got out there. Back, keep me entertained.
I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna look up more on this thing.
Googling.
Trying to go to the Google machine here.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I've done some serious research. I've tried my best to try to figure out what it's worth, and I've seen so many different things. Like, there's no way it's that. I mean, the lower guitars, I know it's not that, but this is what really makes it. I wish I could figure out how to do this. Oh. Yes. It's this right here. See that right there? That's what I have on mine. And that Charvel is in the shape of a guitar. And that's what makes it like a different guitar, because they stopped doing it in the 90s. So, and they sold it off. Charvel sold it off. And so they don't make Charvels anymore. I went by Jackson. So, but I believe that Charvel is still a company. See, that's a 2022 for $415, which is kind of hilarious. But I know for a fact that there is this guitar. The EVH Frankenstein, which is, you know, the most recognizable guitar to our generations, or my generation anyways, because that's, you know, the Eddie Van Halen guitar, you know, so, and his doesn't, I don't know if it has that on it.
Find anything?
No. Oh, look at that case. That case is crazy. It's like a fucking casket, man.
It is.
That's pretty cool.
Is that what that's called? Oh my god.
So I'm trying to find out if the...
God, I forgot how heavy this thing is.
The Charvel Frankenstein has the same head, is what I'm trying to find out.
The fretboard's different already.
Hold on.
World top 5 arms exporters. That's not a Charvel. That's a bomb.
No, that's a Charvel. Oh my god. Oh, it's got badass strings on it too, dude. Holy
It doesn't have badass strings on it.
Yep. Damn, dude, that thing is cool as hell, man.
That there is the Warwick Buzzard. That is John Entwistle design. That is a Warwick, not a fake wick. That is an actual Warwick. Look at that, you do play bass. But as you can see, I did not do the gold hardware because I am a straight cis male. A little more body action on there, huh?
That has got way good action on it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. See the fucking...
It's got way better action on the other one.
See the seatbelt I had to fucking put on that bitch because it's so heavy?
Woo! Yeah, that thing's badass. And
Yeah,
I like the numbers on it, dude.
It's a beautiful bass.
It's really gorgeous. That's a really cool guitar. All right, give me one more.
He's like, here, let me play it.
One more time.
Don't want it. So, I used to play. I used to do things. See how you bounce the beak off the table? I bounced the beak off the stage a couple times.
That's out of tune. That's why.
Oh yeah, no, that thing's been sitting in the case for fucking 5 years now. Now, you want to hear me playing bass? Google "Nothing Sounds Good." I told you I wrote a song called Mandy last time. Ooh. Yeah, but the action on this is so much better.
So
than
much
that
better,
one.
dude.
And
No,
it's crazy.
No way, that's way better.
It's
dude.
crazy.
No, that's good. I mean, that's a guitar I can play, dude.
Oh man, that's fucking.
Although it's hard to fucking slap and pop on that thing.
I love looking up its butt.
It's actually that's a really good guitar right there. Now that one I like much better than the other one.
But see, I went to the store, and anyone who knows about coffin cases knows that right here there's supposed to be another box.
Right.
And when I went in, I just went and put
wrecked
my guitar in there. And they're like, "You're buying that, right?" And I'm like, yeah, because it fits."
Yeah. That's a great guitar right there. I really like that one.
Beautiful.
All right. Next week I'll bring my Memphis. Actually, you know what? What's the name of that guy? Text me that guy's name so I can bring this guitar to see, and then I'm gonna have him fix my Memphis, dude. Because that Memphis is a great little walker, dude. It walks really nice.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, that's a really, really good bass, actually. I like that bass a lot.
Yeah,
it is heavy, though.
It's fucking
It'd
heavy,
be hard
man.
to play in a show.
It's heavy. Dude,
yeah.
You play that fucker for 2 hours,
right.
You'll have a shoulder just like mine.
Right, exactly. No, that thing is fucking heavy, dude. I mean, and it's got a cool feel to it, like the back end, like, kind of hugs your leg.
And see, that one, you put it on, you stand up, it's right there.
Right.
That one, you put it on, you stand up, the neck's like on the floor.
Right. It's heavier, way heavier. And the action was not as good. I'm sorry, man.
No, hey, don't be sorry.
Right.
That's why I bought two.
Right. And that one's actually worth quite a bit.
Oh yeah, they're both worth a lot. That one's worth a lot more.
Absolutely.
They're like, how come you bought such an expensive bass if you're not that good? I used to be.
It's not, but it's not about.
Here's the funny thing.
It's about having it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the funny thing. I mean, I'm all right. I never wanted to be great. I just wanted to make enough money to retire. I didn't even want to be famous, and that's what happened.
Right.
But I bought.
Thanks.
I bought this one because some friends were like, "Hey man, check this out. This is beautiful. You need to have it." And when I found out that that was a Entwistle design, I was like, "Oh man, goddamn!" And I started looking into Entwistle because I was never really into Entwistle that much.
Right. And
then I found out that that was one of his designs, and I was like, "Well, let me get one of those too."
Right. Remember that bass? That bass you brought into work. What was that?
That was that one.
No, it wasn't. It was a different bass. It was a wood grain, like regular.
Then
style.
it was that one.
No, it was wood grain, like no funky design.
Then I don't know.
It was like a walk-in. I think it looked like a Music Man to me. Is what I said to you. I think.
Then I don't know. It could have been. Could have been anything. Yeah, I've had a lot of basses.
That was a long time ago.
So when I got those two basses, I really had to relearn how to play because like the Washburn Force 4, the action was like this far.
Right.
So you really had to.
Right.
And
Really
when I got these, this is like whoa.
That one's action is way too tight. You should like maybe get the truss bar moved a little bit on that one just to lift it up a little bit. This one's perfect. I mean, fucking perfect, man. And you saw me slapping it.
Well, that was my main player. That was my backup.
Right. Maybe next week I'll bring my my player bass. I have Scheckler. You heard of him?
Schecter?
Yeah, Schecter. Sorry, Schecter. Yeah.
No, I've never heard of him.
Yeah, I actually love that bass. It's got great fucking action on it.
Yeah.
It's $1,000 I paid for it. You know what I'm saying? It's probably worth a little more now. I don't know. Let's look it up.
What's that?
It's a Schecter Sunfire or Sunburst.
Sunburst?
Yeah.
Where are we? We're over here.
It's an active pickup.
Fucking, you're over here on my base.
Schecter Sunburst.
Right there?
No, that's not even looks like. This looks nothing like it. None of them do. No. Doesn't look like it at all. No. I'll just bring it.
All right.
It's got the big orange middle, and the dark middle, and the outside's more. I paid $1,000 for it, like 2 years ago. So there's no way it's worth $300 now. There's no fucking way.
Well, you know, economy.
Yeah, I know. That's true. That's a good point. But those don't look. Those more look like Tiger Eye to me.
That looks like a quilted maple top to me.
Yeah, that's not it at all. That's not it. That's a nice looking base, though.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I just, you know, I, because back then I was spending money just to spend money because that's what you do when you have money. You just spend it.
Yeah, but those are investments, man. What you got there is investments.
That's what they say.
They're not going to depreciate.
Oh yeah, they did.
Well, they do.
As soon as you get them, it's like driving a car off the lot.
No. These are different because I mean, they don't make stuff like that anymore. I mean, it's everybody doesn't do that. Yeah, let's look it up. Yeah, $6,000. What'd you pay for it? $1,000?
No, I paid $4 for it.
So yeah, you made $3. Yeah, well, you got down to.
Yeah, see.
Still made $1,500.
Well, I'm not selling it.
No.
But see, gold hardware. Fuck that fucking gold hardware bullshit.
It's so cheap, dude.
So fucking gay.
That's that's as cheap as fuck, dude.
Gold hardware. And see, that's not even the. It's not even the same. This is a faux. This is not a Warwick.
It's a forward.
It's a faux Rick. No. It says right there, handmade in West Germany. See, mine's signed by the creator. Where's the headstock?
It's signed by God.
It's signed by Zod.
Kneel before Zod.
Oh, see that?
No,
See that? Did you see that? Did you see that?
Yeah, yours is different.
Fucking bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they come in. Goddamn $5,000 base comes in a goddamn $500 gig bag.
That's what my Schecter.
Yeah, see, this is
That's different.
that's a neat piece of truss rod cover right there.
Yeah, that's
see, it's got the beak on it. Yeah, mine don't have that.
Yeah,
So this is definitely older than mine.
Right.
Let's see the back. See, but mine is signed right here by Mr. Warwick himself.
That makes it worth more. He's dead now.
He's dead now.
He dead.
He dead.
He gone.
But yeah, so oh god, I love Olympics.
They're got a cool sound. They almost like what do you call it? The fucking what's those the Stray Cats guy? What's that guitar?
Who?
It's, the Stray Cats guitar.
Oh fuck, I don't know his name.
No, the guitar he plays.
Oh, I don't know.
Fuck, I do. It's a fucking not a Gibson.
Look at that pretty thing.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
See those dots?
Is it up?
See those dots?
Yeah.
$1,000 for just those fucking illuminated dots, man.
Right.
Fucking stupid.
Cool guitar though.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just I got those just because for the one, time was right. For the other, the price was right.
Is that the only two basses you got left?
I think I have an acoustic somewhere.
Oh, where?
Probably in the house.
Good luck. Want to sell it?
No, I don't want to sell the acoustic. I like it. It's a PJB, peanut butter jam and butter, peanut jam and butter, PJB.
I had a Fender and it got jacked, and I've always missed having a acoustic bass around. I really have, man. I should. This is hard to slap and pop on though. They really are. They're not the same. You know
Well, that's why I have an acoustic guitar and acoustic bass is because I love the percussiveness of them.
Yeah.
Because you can just be boom, boom, even on the guitar, you can slap and pop the guitar.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's fucking great.
Absolutely.
Again, just displaying that I don't know how to play a guitar.
There's nothing wrong with something like that, man. There really isn't, man.
Yeah, see, that's one of those faux ones right there. That's one of the ones that's acrylic or whatever. And I didn't get the wood grain style because I already had the wood grain style on my cruiser, which you can't get anymore.
Well, because Warwick's dead.
Well, no, because now it's called a striker because a cruiser. See this one? See the headstock?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the headstock that's on the cruiser. But see that headstock right there? That's the headstock that's on my Buzzard.
Right.
But now they put that headstock on the cruiser and call it a striker.
Oh, okay.
They've changed the headstock, so they changed the name of the base.
But they still making those bases? Works?
As far as I know, they do.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, even if you have to order it custom, I'm sure they'll make one for you.
I mean, they're not the greatest, coolest looking base, but they're unique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, they're the thing I like about it, because here's what I learned. Like I said, I wasn't a big Entwistle fan. I mean, I like the Who, but I wasn't like, oh, Entwistle. I played just like.
Right.
What I found out was that he basically turned his shit up to 10.
Right.
And just played real easy.
Right.
And that's what made it sound loud, percussive, and difficult.
Well, yeah, because he did the boom.
But it was because it was up so loud.
Right.
It was aggressive. And if you read the right article, what's his butt? The who's the writer? The guitarist?
I can't believe you don't know this. Come on. Yeah!
No, that's the singer. That's
Well, they both play guitar, so.
Well, and that's true because one time I went and watched the Who.
Yeah.
And when Pete Townsend fucked up his hand and had to walk out.
That's not the guy though.
No, that's the guitarist.
Yeah,
Pete
well, they're
Townsend.
both guitars.
The Roger Daltrey.
Thank you.
Walked off
go,
stage,
yeah.
and we're like, "Oh fuck, the show's over." Then he walked back out with a guitar, and he fucking played.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, it's been 30 years. Of course, he knows all the songs now.
Course. Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, I mean,
I mean, he didn't play like Pete, but
well, Pete can play. Pete can play.
And compose and write and all that's different. That's why he had, child porn on his computer. It's a little kid's butt. It's a little kid's butt on my computer. But
Roger can play too, though. Roger can play.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, but being around all that for that long a time and having nothing else to do
yeah.
but watch him and learn how to play like him, you're gonna assimilate some of the things.
Right.
But Pete would say, that guy. God, fucking just turn down, please. That guy was so loud. And he attributed half of his tinnitus to the bass player just being up so fucking loud all the time.
I believe it because he's dead now.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I almost went to the last show like a couple years ago, and I'm like, I'm done with old bands. I'm done. I went to see the Rolling Stones like a couple years ago, and it was like watching Jerry Yotzer cringe. I was like, I'm done.
I have the guitar cabs that they THD built for Keith Richards for the I want to say the Steel Wheels tour.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, so I have those.
No, I would dig on that.
I literally have those cabs.
But I only saw the Rolling Stones one time, like 2 years ago. That's way different than seeing them 20 years ago.
Well, it's way different than seeing them back in the 60s and 70s.
Exactly,
I never got to see them in the 60s and 70s. Right. I only saw them in the 90s and then again in the 2000s.
But that's way different than now. I mean,
but
it's hard.
I have the speaker cabinets that they made for him for the Steel Wheels tour. And the hilarious part, because it's a local manufacturer, THD.
Do you want to shag before the show? Or
No, that's a different gig. Different band. But the hilarious part about that is, so they made these cabs for him specifically. And the tour went on for about 6 months, and the guys called him up and was like, man, my roadies are just so tired of carrying these fucking heavy, and they're fucking heavy. Right. Bro, they are 4 manners. Right. They are 4 men. I mean,
manners.
Yeah. And so what they did was, because they're 3 9s.
Nice.
They're 9 10s. There's 9 10-inch speakers in both cabs.
How big are
they? They're about this tall, this wide. I mean, and they're heavy.
Are they analog or are they digital?
No, they're analog.
Okay.
And so the guy calls and he's like, okay, well, we can fix it. Hey, you want us to fix it? Well, can you just split them up? Oh, sure, no problem. So they ended up making 310 cabs, 6 pairs.
Right.
So these idiots, instead of carrying 2 cabs, now carry 6 cabs.
Right.
and it's more wood, more weight, more work.
Yeah.
I laughed about that for a long time. He's like, you want to, because I went and I was, he was making amps for a friend of mine. Well, he wasn't making them for my friend. He was making these amps, and my friend would go try them out. He's like, hey, come check it out. I made this new thing. I did this stuff. It's kind of like being on the inside of actual amplification manufacturing. It was beautiful. So I go there with him, and he's like, yeah, it was so we're playing through this cab, and Alan's just like, hey, these are the actual cabs used on this tour. And my buddy's just like, I want them.
How much?
So he fucking brought them to my house. And I'm just like, are we ever going to take these to your house? And he's like, no. Can you buy them from me? I'm like, no. He's like, okay, they're yours.
What, so they're sitting out here right now?
Yeah, they're in the fucking thing right now. Yeah.
Oh, maybe we'll have to get the camera out one day and like do the whole...
Well, I was thinking about, like I said, I've got an orange amp, and I was thinking about bringing in one of the cabs. I got a Marshall, and I've got that THD cab. I got the 2910s or the 412. I'm just like, well, I can put this down. Because back when we first made this into a recording studio, right before we actually finished it, he had that stack sitting here, and he was playing, anything and everything. And then he started playing the Star Spangled Banner, and then the cops showed up, and they're just like... They called us to report problems and we don't hear one. We're out. So they're just like, yes.
What year was this?
God, I want to say, man, we've been in this house almost 20 years. So probably 3 years after it was, so probably about 17, 18 years ago.
So like 2005?
Yeah, maybe.
Ish?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Maybe one day we'll take the tour out there. We'll make that a show. We'll go out there and you got drums out there at all?
I got like 3 drum kits. I got a full kit set up in the house, and I got 2 kits in that container that are not set up.
Anything good? Any birch?
Any birch? I don't know. I got a Gretsch kit in the house.
Oh, is that a Gretsch kit now?
And then I got a Premier kit out in the thing, and then a throw together kit.
Like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, just some shit that I collected from people.
I have Precision Kit. It's pretty good. It's just I want to upgrade it to something better. I want some birch, something nice. I would like birch.
I am buying lapel microphones for both of us because we can't sit right here on the microphone like you're supposed to when you're doing a podcast and talking to the fucking thing.
The one right here?
Yeah, the one's right here. So no matter what the fuck I do, you can still fucking hear me.
Well, if Joe Rogan could do these mics, we can do these mics.
Well, you can't.
I know. I'm having a hard time with it right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I apologize.
yeah.
I apologize. I
Well,
have no idea.
Okay,
what
well, see,
last 10 minutes.
see, I've been doing this for a while, so I know that I need to lean in.
Right.
You are new to this, so you're just like, hey, I'm over here.
How you
and
doing,
I'm talking
man?
about
Hold
stuff.
on, it's still picking me up.
Let me step way back here. And just, hi,
Hello.
and I can be loud.
Exactly. They can still hear us. They can still hear us. So
you can see see what we're looking at is the signature. I don't know how I can put that on the screen, but
you can.
I don't want to. I don't want to fuck anything up. Because see, like I said, I'm doing 2 shows at once. We're doing this man show. Woo! Stealing a word.
What? The man?
Jimmy Kimmel's a piece of shit.
He's a weirdo.
He's a piece of shit, man.
He's a piece of shit.
That guy always looks like he's fucking crying.
Well, you heard that he just said that half of his
well, of course he's losing all of his audience because all he does is fucking bag on Trump. Now, here's the thing. That's okay if it's funny.
Right. It has to.
But when you're not funny and all you do is shit all over the opposing team, then everyone's going to start thinking, well, are you just a shill for the Democrats? And the answer is yes.
What's the rule of a good joke?
Let's see. There's never punch down.
Well, there's one.
Keep it tight.
Keep it tight. Yes.
And make sure it's funny.
That's the one I'm looking for. That's the one I'm looking for.
Because suicide's not funny, right? Suicide's not funny.
But it can.
But one time I was working with this cat, and no one liked him. And you know me, I'm a bad guy, so I'm attracted to the person that people really gravitate away from.
Right.
And so one day at work, I noticed that he was a little lethargic. He was feeling a little bit down, and he told me, he's like, "Hey, man, yeah, I was, last night I was very, very depressed, and so I took a handful of pills, and because I was trying to kill myself, and it didn't happen." And I was like, "Man, I didn't know you were feeling like that. You really should have called me." Because I have a gun you could have used.
Or
suicide's not funny.
Even better, what drugs were they? Because I would love to have 2 of them. You could have had 18. I would take 2. No big deal.
I'm saying is, suicide's not funny.
It can be funny.
Just like shit's not funny. Shit is not funny.
Shit's funny.
But see, if you walk into the bathroom and you don't look and you fucking start pooping, and the next thing you know, there's no toilet paper, and now you got to fucking do a duck walk into the kitchen, and you're looking for something that looks like toilet paper, and there's no paper towels. You're like, okay, well, what's the next white piece of paper? I guess coffee filters. And so you're just like, okay, coffee filters. And you use 8 of them and you flush and your toilet overflows because, 8's too many. So you got to stick your hand in there. You got to pull like 5 of them out. Now you got 5 shit-filled coffee filters in your hand while you're trying to flush down the other 3. I'm just saying, shit's not funny.
It's not funny. I was in Vegas 5 years ago, and I was high in acid.
Whoop, whoop.
I know. I was having a blast.
He was macrodosing.
I was way not macrodosing. I was high volume dosing. Anyway, so
what's the most hits of acid you've taken at one time?
I can't remember. I was doing acid, so I can't remember.
Okay, I took
maybe 4.
Because we used to buy ours from this guy up in the U District, and so one day before an Iron Maiden concert, I went and I bought a sheet of acid off of Walter.
Right.
I took 5 hits. Folded up the rest and put it in my pocket.
Oh.
And went into the pit.
It got sweaty.
And 3 days later, I came to in Portland.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, how many have you taken? I've taken enough.
Anyways, I'm in Vegas. I'm high on acid. I go to the bathroom. And there's these 2 guys, and they're just talking back and forth. I don't see them. I'm just just at the urinal going to the bathroom. And this guy slams open one of the doors. He goes, "No, that's poopy." And I go, we were high on acid. Like, is this guy a fucking comedian or what? You know what I'm saying? And he kicks the flusher with his foot and then proceeds to take a shit in the fucking thing. And I'm like, that's funny, dude, because it's just shit. You're talking about shit.
Shit.
Shit
is funny.
Shit can be funny.
I've got 15 minutes of shit jokes. So one time, we're all high on acid, and we're at this. It's kind of a block party. It's a cul-de-sac, so everyone's kind of there's a keg and stuff, and just the people in the home that I'm staying in are all high on acid, and all of a sudden it becomes a fart fest.
Right. Yeah, I get gassy on it.
And so this one guy runs in the house.
Oh shit. Literally.
Comes back out, got his underwear, swinging it over his head, throwing shit everywhere. Look, I pooped my pants.
Oh,
that was nasty.
That's funny though. See,
shit joke.
Shit can be funny.
Shit's funny, baby.
Shit can be funny.
Shit is funny, especially when you're pushing it in her.
Yeah, it's funny stuff, man. That's funny stuff. That is funny stuff. Anyways, Vegas, pine acid. Let's go.
Hey, it's Monday.
Yeah, it is.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday tomorrow.
Are you guys voting?
This is actually a conversation I wanted to bring up.
Are you guys voting?
I'm voting.
Are you voting?
I'm voting. Are you voting?
I've already voted.
How?
I got my mail-in ballot. I cheated like the Democrats want you to. I voted.
I know, so bad.
Straight red, buddy.
I know.
Straight red. Didn't even care about the name. I saw the R, and I was just like, click.
So who did you vote for governor?
I fucking don't know. Wait. Smiley.
Yep.
Smiley.
That's what I'm voting for, too.
And listen, I understand that these people are not qualified to represent us because they don't want to.
But the people
they're just in there for the money.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part about politics. It's become. I have a joke. If you want to try and get away with murder, go join the police force. If you want to get rich committing genocide, become a politician. And it is not that funny because it's true. Now, these people don't represent us. And the sad part is that we call them leaders, and they're not leaders. They're never supposed to be leaders. They are not leaders. We need to change that lexicon. We need to go back to calling them representatives. And they don't represent us. They represent big corporations. They represent big oil, big pharma, big business, Walmart, all that shit. They don't represent the people. They don't represent their constituents. They don't. They're so out of touch.
You know what they really represent?
Money.
Their interest.
Money.
Their interest.
Money.
The money that they want to bring in. That's what they represent.
And see, these lobbyists, these people that used to be in government but now work for the banks and work for the corporations and work for the pharmaceutical companies are the people that are writing these bills, and they have the money to give to these politicians. Both aisles, both sides, Republicans or Democrats, both sides. They have enough money to entice either one or both to write these bills, to pass these bills that benefit them and not the people that are supposed to be being represented. What are you typing out now?
I'm looking up your mom's middle name.
My mom's middle name is... What is my mom's middle name? Lee.
Lee?
Leigh. Yeah, believe it or not, Smith is my family name. What are you looking at? You checking stocks?
No.
Because I'm up today. Because, see, I follow the politicians and all their stock trades.
I know you have been.
And it's beautiful. I mean, I only bought one stock, one of each of the things that they have. But, you know, it's all green on the S&P, the NASDAQ, DJIA. So you go to my positions, which is where?
Did I tell you about 10 ounces of silver?
I'm up. Did you?
Yeah.
You got it yet?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because listen, people, if you don't have it in your hand, if you can't walk 2 minutes and hold it in your hand, you don't fucking own it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also have $1.2 million in Microsoft.
I've got, God, man, what's my other one? Because I got the, let's see, we got that one.
I'm not buying stock for silver. I'm buying physical silver. Like everything I buy, I would love to get some gold. That'd be great.
Okay, the Weeble says 3.2, and then my crypto. I bet I only got $20 in my crypto.
You got way more than $20 in your crypto.
Ah, goddamn new version. Fuck your new version. So anyway,
he's got $2 million. In
I've got a little bit of stuff here and there, and I'm trying to get out of crypto right now because crypto is basically just it's training us to be ready for the CBDC.
Well, remember Tony was here.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, and he was talking about that crypto is the answer to that. You know, just the one that's gonna basically.
But no, that's not what it is because see, when the financial market started taking its big dive, all of a sudden Bitcoin came out.
Right.
Bitcoin was the first one, and if you got into Bitcoin early enough, you thought it was a fucking joke.
Weren't they using that for drug trade too, or something like that?
No, they were using it for in-game currency. For gaming. Gamers were using Bitcoin at first.
No. That's
but then it became a way for you to make an investment.
Right.
And when I bought my first 2 Bitcoin, I bought them at 2,000. And then when it jumped up to almost 67,000, I was like, and I'm out. Because the minute it got over 40 was when the WEF said, hey, look, everyone's buying into it.
Let's control it.
We need to control it and make it part of our system. And then all of a sudden there's 10, 20,000 more different Bitcoin, Dogecoin, ADA, Shiba Inu, all this shit. And believe me, I've got partials in all this stuff.
Well, yeah, because you can get one Shiba Inu for like point.
I spent $10 and have 3 million Shibu.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
$10. I've spent more on crack, and I don't care if I lose it. But
crack, you get something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get a little bit of a buzz and a heart attack. But Bitcoin was the introductory
Right.
All these other ones are just facilitations. Like Musk when he says, "Hey man, all about the Dogecoin.
Right.
Did you buy Dogecoin because Musk said to do it?" You're a fucking idiot because you're just putting money in Musk's pocket.
Did you make money though?
No one made money on Dogecoin.
No
one made money on Dogecoin. No one made money on any coin outside of Bitcoin past 5 years ago.
Well, no, this is definitely way outside of that, though.
But what it did do was make everyone ready for cryptocurrency.
Right.
Because cryptocurrency is going to be the way of the future. But if you look at the Chinese method, you look and you see that they give you an allowance, and if you don't spend that entire allowance, what you didn't spend is gone.
It's kind of like
it's basically a UBI.
Well, it's kind of like a budget.
It's a universal basic income.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a UBI.
If you
don't spend it, it's gone.
Yeah, exactly. So
because you're not allowed to save money when you're just a fucking pleb.
Right. A pleb.
The serfs are not allowed to be rich.
No.
Which when Bitcoin went from, because they had this competition, because like I said, it was a gaming token, and they had this competition where first place got 10 grand, second place got 5 grand, fifth or third through maybe 10th place got 50 Bitcoin.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot.
Now,
yeah.
Back then they were like, "Oh, great! I get to buy a suit of armor and a sword for my character."
Right. If they saved that shit though,
which none did,
they're fucking rich as fuck.
So
what is Bitcoin right now today?
It's probably 20 grand. So what?
It's probably 20 grand.
Yeah.
Off the cuff.
But it's not moving. It's not moving in, like I said, when I bought it, it was 2,000. When I sold my 2 that I had, they were 47,000 because they were falling. They will never go above 25. They will never go below 18. And that's market, because you can buy it and hope it jumps up and then sell it and hope you make money. That's how the market works.
Right.
That's why, I bought into a silver mine, I bought into a gold mine, I bought into all the fucking the microchips. All the microchip companies.
Oh, Nvidia
and all that stuff.
Right.
I got into all that stuff.
Right.
As soon as they said, "Hey, Pelosi bought," I'm like, "I'll get one."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Pelosi got caught and sold." I was like, "I'm gonna keep the one."
Right.
And it dove. It went from 180 down to 120,
right.
But it's working its way back up.
We'll see. Yeah, you're right. It's still because she's still into it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Because
you got any silver for sale right now?
Do I got any silver for sale? Yeah, if you go to eBay right now, True Sedation on eBay, let's check it out. Hang on, I gotta put my glasses on because I'm a fucking idiot. eBay. Burp. Wow. Listings. I got 13 active listings on eBay. Oh, here's a great one. Here's a great one. So let's go. Oh man, we need to. Can we do this? Do you see it? I don't see it.
Not yet.
That it? No.
You gotta drag it up. I did it my own right there. Yeah, just drag that one. There you go.
Okay, so let's go here. Bids, offers. I got nothing. Shit. Didn't win. Okay, so is this it? No, that's something else. God damn it. I don't know. I honestly don't know how to use this shit. Messages. Okay, so this guy right here. He's like, no counter offer. He offered me 125 for this, which I paid 135 for because 7K is a piece of shit company. Don't ever get into 7K.
Don't do it.
So he offers me 125, and listing ends in 2 hours and not one bid. So I responded to him, and I wish I could show you the fucking response. It just won't let me. Let's see. All messages. Come on. Wait. Sent. I said, I just started selling on this platform and don't know how to turn off the best offer. I'm not going to take less than I bought it for. I will sell it for what I'm asking eventually. $149.99 counter offer. That's my counter offer. And he said no. And you know what I did? Hang on now. Listings. I went ahead and raised it. I said, fuck you, motherfucker. Price goes up. So all I'm saying is, I got silver for sale, and these pieces of shit can fucking pay the price I'm asking. And people do. You know how I know? Because if I go here to purchase history. Oh, wait, excuse me.
You have a lot less than you had last time I was over here.
Let's see here. Orders. Paid and shipped. Boom. People done been paying what I've been fucking asking. So fuck it. Okay?
We have more than that, though. That's just the last.
Yeah, that's just what I've got.
Right.
So yeah, I got these, I'm doing a thing. I'm just selling. I'm selling. What do you want to buy?
What do you got for... You got any more cheapies? Just silver. I just want silver. I don't want no fucking special Mr. Beans or any of that bullshit. They're not worth nothing, man. I mean...
Listen.
All right, here we go again.
This is a Kruger. Let's go to SD Bullion.
It's 2022.
Right now. In stock silver. What are you looking at? You're looking at Krugerrand.
Yeah.
It's probably one of these, right?
Yeah. It is the deer.
It's the deer?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see it. That's a bummer. Quarter.
Just
Wait, right there. Boom. That's what you're looking at, right?
Yeah.
How much you want to give me for it?
$30.
Wait, let's make sure this is 1 ounce.
Yeah. I want to screw you over.
No. I don't want to screw you over.
It looks like 1 ounce.
Yeah, it's 1 ounce.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. There you go. You saved on shipping.
Exactly. That's why you have 2 glasses on, by the way. Does that work?
I do, yes.
Does it work?
Yes, because this is 1X, and now it's 4X. I work for the 4X.
Yeah, I'm gonna start buying a lot more, man. I have a pound.
My advice.
Hold on, this makes a pound. I have a pound of silver right now.
My advice to you is to buy rounds.
Yes.
Don't buy government silver. Don't buy constitutional silver.
Right.
Buy rounds or shit that's on sale.
Right. Well,
because right now it says $20 for the fucking silver, but look at the price, $29 or $31.
Right.
That's $10 over. That means.
Well, that's the upcharge, is what it is.
Yeah. And so if you go to like if you go to a local coin seller or you go to Bellevue Rare Coins,
right,
they'll give you probably $5 over instead of $10 over.
Right.
Because it's a business.
That's where I bought a 10-ounce.
Because it's a business and they need to make money.
I bought a 10-ounce bar, and it was the trading price was $21, and I paid $2.20 for the whole thing. So
okay.
Yeah, I paid. It was a good deal.
You know what I'm saying? That's perfect.
Yeah, it was a good deal. Yeah. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. So it's a buffalo, a 10-ounce buffalo is what it is.
Yeah, that's a round.
It's exactly. It's a round. Exactly.
And I would never buy something like the ASEs, American Silver Eagles.
Well,
there's no reason to.
Well, they're still rounds, though. I mean, they're still rounds.
Yeah, it's a round.
Yeah.
With an American silver, it's guaranteed by the government.
Right.
Now I got to cut into it and make sure it's fully silver.
Right, exactly.
Which it's not.
Right, yeah. Sometimes.
Because it's only 999 pure. It's not 100%.
Right.
It's not even 4 nines. It's only 3.
It's supposed to be 999 though.
It's supposed to be, but it's not.
Right.
And it's just like the way they stopped using actual copper for pennies, and nickel for nickel, and silver for dimes and quarters and half dollars and dollars.
Right.
All of a sudden, it's full of fucking zinc. Oh, why? Because that's cheap.
Right. Yeah, don't buy actual currency.
No.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely not.
Do
yeah.
not.
I have zero actual currency. I have the buffalo that I bought.
I buy silver. You know why I buy this silver? So that when someone says, hey, man, are you a stacker? I can say yes. Because the better thing to stack than silver
These are all new.
is brass and lead. I think I got them this year.
These are 2020. These here.
Yeah, got them this year.
This is a kangaroo here. They're all kangaroos.
They should all be, yeah. Because I buy rounds. I don't buy fucking...
Where do you get your stuff out here?
If these are rounds, they probably came from... If I had to guess, Bellevue Rare Coins.
So you drive all the way to Bellevue to get these?
Fuck no, I got one right here in town.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, because I went to the one, I work in Bellevue, so
Yeah.
that's where I went. You know what I'm saying? I went there. It's actually kind of a cool place, too. It's almost like a, sorry, getting close to the thing. It's almost like a pawn shop for just valuables.
Well, yeah.
They have more than just silver and gold there,
Well,
though.
yeah.
They have art. They have, tons of cool stuff there. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm a loser. I got like 10 grand sitting on the floor right there.
Yeah. Easy.
It's like, well, you got 20 grand in bases sitting over there. Who's not robbing you? People who are stupid.
Anyway, so Bellevue Rare Coins is a cool place. It's got like art. It's got like a ton of different stuff. And so I went in there and I bought this full 10-ounce bar. It's like this big and I got a good deal on it. And you know what, guys? If you want to go out there and you want to really hedge the end of the whatever it is, silver's the way to do it because it's cheap right now. It's still kind of expensive. It's getting more and more expensive. It's $22.36 right now, and I bought that thing at $17 or whatever. So it's getting more expensive, but it's still intrinsic, and it will always be worth money, and you'll always be able to use it for something, whatever, cornflakes, diapers, whatever, forever. It's always going to be worth money. I don't know what silver is today right now.
Sorry, guys, I had to piss. What do you mean you don't know what silver is? You're looking right at it.
No, it's
$20.
$20.97.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 21.
Gold's gone up. Silver's gone up.
Yeah, everything's going up. Exactly. So,
I really wish everything would go back to fucking 1994 prices. Honestly.
You know what? It's funny is that
Because that's when I bought the bulk of my gold.
Smart boy. It was like a couple $100 back then.
Back then it was about $400 an ounce for gold,
yeah.
and I bought 1 ounce a month, and from between 1994 and 2000.
Wow. So you got a couple pounds.
I've got about 60 ounces of gold.
Right. So that's what, 1,600 an ounce now, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So that's quite the investment.
Which is why that's inside the house, behind the guns and the alarm.
Yeah. And mama.
Silver ain't worth nothing. It can lay on the floor.
Silver is worth something.
It's worth a little bit.
It's worth
but listen. Everyone who's a silver stacker, that's awesome.
Right.
But when everything goes to shit and all we have left is the CBDB,
CBDB?
The central bank digital currency, when we're down to that, your silver and your gold don't mean shit. Just like my silver and my gold don't mean shit.
It will mean shit, though.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
How long? For how long?
Well,
because if I'm friends with my farmer,
if I'm
friends with my local farmer and I actually talk him into letting me buy shit for silver,
right?
But he can't get new seeds for the silver because he has to use CBDCs.
Right.
How long until he says, I'm sorry, I can't do it?
Yeah, but he'll be able to buy other stuff with the silver.
For how long?
Forever.
Let's say 4 years.
Forever.
4 years.
Forever. It's intrinsic.
Silver's the currency of...
Well, that's actually a good point, though, because it's been around for that long.
But Jesus ain't in control of the currency situation.
Oh, man, that's too bad. But, I mean...
Lead and brass are going to get you farther than gold and silver ever will.
You think so?
Okay, let me say. Let's say.
Conductors? Is that what
I've got seeds and I'm growing stuff.
Right.
And you've got silver and you're hungry.
Right.
And you come to my house. I see you're growing stuff. My family's really hungry. Bam! Now I've got silver.
Right.
And I've still got lead and brass and food. you are no longer hungry because you're dead.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Hold on. It took me a second.
And that's what's going to happen to all the purple-haired people that think they're going to fucking make it through the devastation.
Hold on. I have a lot more lead than I have silver. A lot more lead. I do. And I just bought another gun, and I've been buying a lot of bullets of silver. That's what I've been buying a lot of. Bullets of silver and perishables.
I've been buying seeds for plants that will grow in cold weather.
Good idea. Zucchinis and stuff like that.
Zucchinis, potatoes, that kind of thing, onions, stuff like that. So stew's gonna be a little bit bland, but fuck it.
Whatever. It's food.
It's better to have food and complain about it than to be hungry
and have nothing. So I mean, like I said, I have a cabin. You're invited. I want you'd be a great addition to the cabin. So it's in the middle of nowhere. It's way out there. I'm not gonna say where it's at.
No, don't.
Las
Do not
Vegas,
disclose.
Nevada.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the Arizona desert. It's being ready to be waterfront property. Because if you've been watching Suspicious Observers, you will see that the magnetic poles are shifting, and there's going to be a macro explosion of the sun, which will change the dynamics of the planet. You know what? And that's another thing. We've been talking about that a little bit. How much does the Vatican actually know? Because what happened this year with the Vatican?
They didn't they like give 3 books away or
No. They said all you churches need to bring your money to us now. And for a while, I thought it was because they were going to make the Vatican coin,
right.
like a Dogecoin.
Right.
Haven't heard nothing, but the money's been going there.
Well, that video I sent to, I mean, I know that made an impact a little bit because that had something to do with exactly what we're talking about, It's the whole space weather, it's the whole Mariana Trench, it's the thinness of that Mariana Trench.
Yeah, I watched that video, and there were a couple things that I found questionable. Like, lava is not explosive.
Well, it is.
No, it's not.
No, it is. It is, but it's not on the level they're saying.
Correct.
I actually went and watched lava explode, and it does explode.
I've watched volcanoes explode, and I've watched lava in the water pillow.
Well,
but it don't explode. And that steel bar, that was a bunch of bullshit.
No, you're right. I agree with that. But it does have.
It was a lot of fear mongering.
It is, yeah.
It was a lot of fear mongering.
But if the Mariana Trench thing is as thin they say it is, and the pressure that's building down there, it could be explosive. You know what I'm saying?
But
look at the
look at Africa right now and how they're going. Oh my God! It's starting. The rift is starting to actually become something where we think a new ocean is forming.
Well, yes, that's a good point. But also look at the supervolcanoes. I'm saying that actually is a possibility of the same kind of thing we're talking about with the Mariana Trench.
Okay, did you watch the movie 2012? I'm just asking. Did you watch the movie 2012? And did you see how where the Yellowstone blew up?
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Well, no, it could happen. Actually.
It could,
yes.
But that's not gonna happen.
Me and my brother went and seen that in the theater at Bunsky, and we were laughing the whole time.
Yeah,
seriously, we were laughing like 90% of that movie. Like best driver ever.
Yeah. What's that pedophile's name that was driving that car?
Yeah. Something Smuzak or something like that.
Oh, yeah. John Smuzak.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's crazy because the Earth is this.
Let's go back to silver for a second. This is a good piece because this is signed by the designer.
Let me see it. And it's graded. A 70, but
same guy who designed this.
It looks better than a 70 because
signed it.
It's coated.
Well, it's brand new.
It's a 911, dude.
I've never rubbed my dick on it.
That's too bad.
No, that's good.
It would be 80 if it was.
It'd be worth more. Yeah. I think it would drop it to a 69. Yeah. So,
This is this. We signed that too.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, is that worth any more money because he signed it?
I'm gonna say yes. It's worth at least a couple dollars more.
Is it a gram?
No, I think that was only a half gram. No, wait. No, that's 5 grams. It's not an ounce. It's 5 grams.
Wow, that looks like small for 5 grams.
Oh no, it's totally small.
No, it's totally small. No, it's totally small. But
it's like this is 5 grams also.
Yeah, I mean, gold.
But that's plated around
right.
Zinc, I guess, because zinc is less malleable.
Well, and gold weighs less than silver too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, you're so careless with
Can I see the Star Wars one?
Which one?
That right there, yeah. It was a Darth Vader. Ooh, this
so this is 100 grams of silver. See, and this is what these.
That's what I want.
This is what these barter people think they're going to be walking around with, going, oh, I'm just going to break you off a couple of grams of silver for a couple of potatoes and a carrot. And I'm just like, well, you got silver? I got lead. Boom. Now I've got silver, and you're dead.
Is that silver?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool right there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
How much is that worth?
I don't know. I got it from Mama.
That's cool. You should sell this one.
I'm not.
Yeah,
that one's not on eBay.
This one should not be for sale.
That's for Mama. I got that for Mama.
That's pretty cool. I like that one a lot.
But yeah, it's funny when these, because I watch a lot of these stacker videos because I'm impulsive like that, and oh, silver's going up to 500, silver's going up to 1,000. It's like, son, if silver went to 1,000, people would be stealing fucking solar panels off your roof. Okay, do you understand that?
Well, they are stealing.
They're stealing catalytic converters out from under your car for $10 worth of precious metals.
Right.
If silver was $1,000, you would not have a solar panel on your roof.
Actually,
you would not.
Jen had her catalytic
because you couldn't afford it.
Jen's transmission ran out 100 miles before the warranty was up, so they had to change it out. And her catalytic converter got jacked while I was in the shop.
Oh shit! Nice. So they had to fix it all.
They did have to fix it all, yeah. They did. They paid for it all, yeah. It took a couple of extra days to get the car back, but...
And listen, I'm not bagging on silver stackers, because obviously...
No, please stack.
I stack.
Please stack, dude. Don't, I mean...
But if you only stack silver and gold thinking that you're protecting your fucking finances, you're protecting yourself, you're wrong. You need to stack seeds, you need to stack lead, you need to be ready to fucking kill your neighbors. Yes. You need to be ready to kill your best friend.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, I wouldn't kill you.
I wouldn't kill you.
So we're homies, though. See, same thing, you know what I'm saying?
But you're not my best friend. My best friend's the one that's at work right now.
We're getting close, though. Did we just become best friends?
Listen. The answer is no.
I wouldn't kill my best friend. I wouldn't. I don't care what happens. Thanks, by the way. Appreciate that. That was fun. That's what I need next. Right there. One of those.
This one, my neighbor wanted that one.
Is that a...
That's a Shroud of Turin.
Oh, it is. Ooh,
I'm not big on religion, but I got that one because I love the idea of the shroud.
I think it's a cool idea, too. I think that's a cool casing, though, man. That's what you're paying for, too.
I'm paying for the fucking idea.
I know, but the casing is, like, really high-end, you know, so... That's cool. Eisenhower. It's not a silver.
No, that is something I would tell you to stay away from.
Yeah.
That is constitutional silver right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That is useless fucking money.
Yeah, it's half silver though. It is half silver.
It's probably 87 to 90%.
Yeah. Oh, you think so? I don't know. That copper looks pretty high on that, man.
Is it?
Yeah, look, it looks half and half.
Oh yeah, that's probably 50.
I think it is. I think it's a 50-50. Yeah, these are the ones you.
What year is that?
77, 76.
Yeah, that's probably 50-50.
Yeah, it looks
oh, that's a bicentennial, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably 50-50.
Yeah. It's a cool coin, though.
It's all right. Piece of shit. So...
I'll buy off you for $1.
It's worth 12. You can have it for 50 cents.
Well, I was going to use it for a fucking ball marker. I swear to God. I was going to use it for a ball marker.
God damn it, we need to go golfing.
I was going to throw my
We
golf
need to go
bag.
You know what I love about the fact that I worked at North Shore for as long as I did? I can still golf for free there.
Oh yeah. I never paid for golf there ever.
It's beautiful. And it's a beautiful course.
It's fun. It's fun.
They haven't done any last time I was there, the only thing they'd upgraded was the driving range.
Yeah, they've done some work there. They're about to do a bunch.
Are they?
There's the tribe.
Because the tribe bought it, right?
Yeah.
They finally full out bought it.
Yeah, they have. It's in what do you call it now? It's what's the Vatican?
The Puyallup tribe.
What's the Vatican? What's the, sovereign land?
Sovereign nation.
Yeah, sovereign. Now they're sovereign. It's just in May it was sovereign. So now they're
really?
Yeah. So in May they're gonna spend $7 million and do a bunch of work on the course.
Oh yeah.
And then hopefully
build a fucking new restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Hopefully.
It's a nice course. North Shore is a very nice course.
I know. And they will never charge you again ever to play golf. Never.
Especially if I walk in and go, Luis!
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Well, they got a bunch of new guys there, so you got to kind of get to know them with Dave around or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'll just walk in when Dave. I'll walk in and be like, "Is Dave here?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, he's not. Oh well, I'm supposed to be golfing right now with Dave, so.
I'm golfing with Dave on Friday. Well, next Friday.
Are you?
Yeah.
Want an eighth?
We took a tournament, so.
You need a caddy?
Yeah.
You need a caddy, Daddy?
Absolutely. It's the day of Thanksgiving. Friday, the day of Thanksgiving.
Like I give a fuck about Thanksgiving.
I mean, you want to come caddy out? It's the ball buster. It's me, Greg Stock, Dave Whitley, and whoever. I don't know who he's playing with. So.
Yeah, me.
You have to have a cat. You have to have a handicap.
I do.
You do?
Yes. Remember, I specifically went out and got a fucking handicap so that I could fucking do the thing.
You have to do it every year.
Oh fuck!
It's not a one-time thing. It's
fuck! Fine.
I know.
He's like,
he's out.
Got a handicap? Yes, I'm retarded. That's my handicap.
Is your handicap? But you can come on and hang out.
I can.
It'll be fun.
Definitely.
That would be a good time, man. And Dave's always loves hanging out with you, and I love hanging out with you, and I'm trying to get Dave.
You know what? I might just make it a live fucking podcast.
I'll try to get Dave to come on a couple times now.
Here?
Yes.
Mr. Wetley, please come.
Dave, please come.
That sounded disgusting, but still.
Dave, just come all over the place in this place. This is your place. You can come all over you want. You can ski if you want. You know
Ski.
No, he said hell no.
Yeah? I bet he did. He don't want to be put on the spot.
No, exactly what it is too. He didn't want to talk about stuff and get himself in trouble or whatever. So I mean,
That's true. He's in a position where anything he say can and will be used against him.
Absolutely.
In the civil court of fuck.
Yeah. Me too, though. Me too.
No.
Yeah.
No, because you're here.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if my work ever found out that I was saying stuff against
He doesn't work at Microsoft.
Stop! Don't say that.
He works at SpaceX. He works for Musk.
I work for Elon Musk, and I love that man. I would suck his.
I would suck Elon Musk's dick just for the residuals.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't like Elon Musk. I'm starting to kind of like him.
Bro, I absolutely do not like Elon Musk, but I'm starting to think maybe I need to rethink that.
Yeah.
And it's just like the Trump thing.
Right.
I did not like Trump.
Right.
And I'm starting to rethink it.
Right.
And we've talked about this before because he is either part of the machine,
right,
and we're being led down that path,
right,
or he is actually a fucking fly in the ointment,
right.
And what they're saying is,
I gotta be honest with you, both guys, I feel the same way. I mean, because when he was president, I really enjoyed having him as president. I did. He was a much better president than Biden.
Bro.
If anything, you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing about grabbing by the pussy. He's right.
Yes, he's right.
If you're a billionaire, you can grab them by the pussy.
And what man?
Because
what
number
man
one,
grab by the pussy?
they want you to.
Yes.
Number 2, they want you to because they want to sue you.
Right.
Number 2, they want you to because they want all your fucking money.
Right. And
the ones that were mad about it were ones that have never been grabbed by the pussy and no one wants to.
Ever grabbed by the pussy. Ever. Or would ever wanted to be grabbed by the pussy by any man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They have purple hair.
They're guys.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the point. He got caught on an open mic doing something stupid that, hold on, Lasop, every man has done. Every single
locker room jargon, yes. Exactly. On an open mic in a bus, not knowing that the mic was on. Okay, well, what's the thing that fucking Schumer just got caught on?
Right.
I think we're in real trouble in Delaware.
Exactly. So it happens, and you know what? But the thing with Trump for me is the vaccine thing. He's still to this day pushing the vaccine, and that to me is like.
But he's also saying it's your choice.
I know he is, but still.
But he's covering all his bases because he learned his lesson after the grab him by the pussy.
Yeah, but he also might be getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course he's getting paid.
Pfizer pays well.
Well, he's probably got stock.
Yeah, it probably does.
Don't look at that guy. And go, my portfolio's diversified, but I don't have anything in Pfizer.
If I know what I know now, in 2015, I would have bought as much Pfizer as I could get my hands on. I mean that because it's worth a gazillion times more than it was.
My Microsoft stock is split 4 times in the 10 years that I've had it.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
How much Microsoft stock you got? I ain't telling you. But it's split.
Microsoft has done well for me, dude. Well, really well.
Because a good friend of mine, who used to be a good friend that I no longer talk to, his father and his mother both worked at Microsoft. They're like, you should buy some stock while it's down here at the $60 range. And I was like, what, $60?
Right.
They're like, no, don't do it. And I was like, all right, fine. Bought a piece, because that's all I ever do is buy a piece of stock.
Right.
Now I think I got like 12.
At $500 and some odd dollars.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
Exactly.
I bought one.
Right.
At 63 something.
Right. You
in the 80s.
Most of ours has been granted to us in bonuses and blah blah blah.
But you work for them. Right. See now my buddy, his dad, when his mom passed, everything went to his dad, and when his dad passes, everything's going to him and his sister.
Right.
And they're just like, yeah, we don't have to work.
Right.
We don't.
Right.
And I'm like, so what do you do? Well, I bought a plumbing company and I ran it into the ground because I need the tax write-off.
Right.
So when people are like mad at Elon Musk for buying Twitter and losing money, I'm just like, well, that's a very strategic business move because.
Do you know how much money Elon Musk is worth?
He's worth like $200 billion.
$44 million is nothing.
And he borrowed it from everyone he could,
right,
without putting his own money into it.
Well, he has some of his own money into it.
But he borrowed from as many as he could.
Right.
And if that corporation operates at a loss, that's a fucking tax write-off.
Exactly.
That's a tax write-off. But he's working with the Saudis. Yeah, so is the fucking U.S. government.
Right. And none of that is that he's proving points that the social media companies are biased. The social media companies are controlled by God knows what government entity.
Leftists. They're all
I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
And he has stated multiple times that he wants to be mostly centrist.
Right.
Little left, little right, but mostly centrist.
Right.
Which is understandable because that's where good conversation comes from.
Right.
The extremists are the guys that are like, fuck everything and fuck all you stand for from both sides.
Fuck you.
Exactly.
Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Well, hold on. My favorite thing is that Kathy Griffin got banned.
And everyone's shitting on themselves because she didn't follow the rules.
Well,
all you had to do
changed her name to Elon Musk.
All you had to do was say parody.
Yeah.
If she would have said parody,
it says it in the thing too.
Anywhere. If she would have said parody anywhere,
right,
in her description of her account,
right,
she'd still be there.
Yeah. But she changed her name to Elon Musk.
But everyone's shitting their pants. And it's funny. Stephen King's, I ain't gonna pay $20, have a fucking blue check mark. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and
Yeah, you are. You know why? Because you want your fucking liberal tears to be seen by as many people as possible. Exactly. Because and you're a piece of shit that needs validation.
It was $20. Now it's $8.
Now it's $8. Yeah.
He dropped this thing.
Well, yeah.
We were freaking out about it.
And it was hilarious because I'm like, oh, why don't you want to pay $20? Because Andrew, he was a Democrat. That guy on the 20, he was a Democrat.
Right.
You should be happy to hand him a Democrat.
Right, exactly.
Oh, you're crying? You're still crying?
Right.
Crying about the $8? I love the fucking, if you recognize yourself as a them, they, it's $16. I'm like, yes! Yes!
It should be $116 in my opinion.
Should be fucking banned.
Yeah, exactly. I agree, 100%. I'm glad what he's doing. But he did wear the Bayonet costume at Halloween, which kind of like, I know. He's
an elitist.
It wasn't like
just because he wants the other side to die before you, doesn't mean he's any better than them.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, well, at least he's doing something. You know what I'm saying? He might be for Satan. Satan.
Listen, we're all a bunch of fucking Satanists in the end.
I'm not.
We all are.
I'm not.
You don't know that.
I know I'm not.
How do you know? That's what I thought.
Do I have to say it?
Say it.
Because I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I know you never thought you'd ever heard that out of my mouth.
I've read the books. And I can't follow any of them. All three Abrahamic religions are trash.
You know,
I tell you what, though, the Satanists,
Council Lycia. I mean,
Satanists, they respect women.
Do they?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All those things you hear about Satanists,
right?
And their sexual orgies. Number one in the book of Satan is to make sure that she says yes.
It comes first. Hey, what was Anti-LaVey's last words?
Jesus Christ!
No, he's like, something is very wrong.
Oh, that's funny because I took a big old crack at one time. I was like,
something is very wrong.
Something's wrong. And what's hilarious is at the time, it was in this very studio that happened.
Right here. Right here.
The guitarist was in there. He's trying to record me, and I took this big old crack, and it was like, something's wrong. And we got 5 minutes of him just laughing his ass off. And now it's a big joke.
Big joke. Joke's on you.
Tell you what, drugs are fun.
They are fun. Hey, do you do drugs?
No.
What's the problem?
I don't have any.
Exactly.
Wait, I'm doing a drug right now. Coffee is a fucking drug.
I wish I could get better drugs. I mean, I used to be able to get better drugs. I can't get them anymore. They're so hard to get, man. Good drugs are hard to get nowadays. I can't do crack.
Where was it? What's the place that legalized everything?
I want to move there right now. Is it a foreign country?
Yeah, it's a foreign country.
Does it sound like Amsterdam?
Google! No, it doesn't sound like Amsterdam because Amsterdam doesn't have everything legal.
No, they don't even have painkillers legal there. Uruguay. Oh my God, Uruguay. What is it going to take me to be a?
But see, here's
the 1974.
Yeah. So there was something. There was somewhere else.
Yeah, I heard about this. I think I heard about this.
God damn it! Portugal was they decriminalized everything.
Everything.
And they treated it as a mental health issue.
Right.
What they said was, and here's the funny part. If you have more than a 10-day supply,
trouble.
Something is wrong.
Right.
What's a 10-day supply for you as compared to me?
Not very much.
Because I used to have a $300 a day crack habit.
Right.
And so 10 days, that's $3,000 worth. That's roughly 4 ounces.
That's a quarter, yeah.
That's roughly 4 ounces, yeah.
I just said a quarter.
Yeah. So for a lot of people, That's a year's supply.
That's
for a lot of people.
That's an infinite supply.
That's a lifetime.
No, seriously. I mean, a quarter of crack cocaine, I might hit it once every year, maybe once every other year. Like, oh my god, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
So it's really.
Yeah, but hold on.
It's really difficult.
If I had Dilaudid,
but in Portugal, drug addiction kind of stayed on an even keel. It didn't go up and it didn't drop off rapidly.
Right.
But younger drug users was a diminishing return thing.
Right.
Because hey, it's legal. But here's the education on it.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna start smoking weed.
Right.
As opposed to I'm just gonna become a meth head.
Right.
So I understand that in the United States it's very different. If we legalized everything today, we'd probably see about 1 million people fucking die.
Well, they did. It's called the vaccine.
Legal death.
Yeah, exactly what it is. But I think, hold on, I think that they legalized everything. Like painkillers, Dilaudid.
If they decriminalized everything.
Decriminalize Dilaudid. Please, I beg you, please. Yeah, I would love you. I wouldn't get high every day. I wouldn't. I get high.
There are people that understand responsibility.
Exactly. I would get high on golf.
But there are also people that live for the high.
Right.
Now these homeless people, a lot of them probably fucking, it's legal, I can just go get it. Okay.
Fentanyl's everywhere anyways with those guys.
Where other people are like, hey, I want on the weekend I go out and I get fucking high.
Right.
And now it doesn't have to be a big fucking secret.
Right.
It can't be held against me.
Right.
They may or may not increase what they do on the weekend, but they won't change what they do during the week.
You know what?
Get up in the morning, take a shower, go to work, come home, take care of the family. On the weekend, they're like, football time, let's get high and watch the game.
Well, you know what? I might get less high, too. You know what I'm saying? If I had the opportunity, I might just have, instead of like, oh my God, I haven't had these in for so long, I'm taking 2. Well, I would just take half of one.
Well, here's the thing. When 502 passed,
you know what I'm saying?
When 502 passed,
the weed one?
Yeah. I knew it was a bad thing.
I did too.
It killed my business. As you can see, I have weed lights in here. I don't know if you can see. You can't see.
Well,
that is because I turned this out of a studio and turned it into a grow process.
Right. Did you have a license?
No, because it was pre-502.
Okay, right.
And so I was growing 10 specific strains, which I was selling for $400 an ounce.
Right.
502 passes. $400 an ounce turns to $300 an ounce, turns to $200 an ounce, turns to $70, turns to turn the lights off because it isn't worth it to grow it anymore.
Right.
But at the same time, now I can go to the store and buy it. How often do I go to the store to buy it? Well, I've had this for approximately 3 months.
Really?
Yes.
You smoke like I do then.
Yeah.
I smoke my wife's roaches.
But you personally know that I quit smoking weed to get a job.
Right.
And then I quit everything. And then when I got the job, I was like, where do I need to go pee? And he was like, the bathroom's down the hall.
And I'm waiting for you.
Meet me out in the car because we're going to go smoke some weed. And I was just like,
hold on.
Fuck, why'd I quit?
And then I was like, I got Suboxone too.
And we had a good time. And from then on, we were best of friends.
A good time was had by all.
So honestly, this is one person I would not execute. I would help towards the future.
We would eat the neighbors together, basically.
Yes.
I would eat your neighbor.
I'd eat the neighbor. Actually, they just got a Rottweiler pup, so when it grows up, yes, we
eat the dog.
Food.
I eat that dog. I was just thinking too. I eat the dog. Why not?
That's fun. My girl one time she's like, should we be breeding these puppos? And I'm just like, we should, just in case. She's like, what do you mean just in case? I'm like, have you ever been hungry? She's like, no. Well, you will know.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a dog on a spit?
Yeah, exactly. And what's really funny is how mad people get when in China they have those big
Yeah, we were
dog
just talking about
cooking.
that today,
They have
actually,
those
right?
big
Yeah,
dog
yeah,
cooking things.
yeah.
I'm just like, why are you mad at those people?
They're hungry.
We eat cow.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a dog.
Hold on,
So
my kid has 100.
I would eat that fucking dog right now if I was starving to death.
I would eat him too. Although it'd be really hard because he's such a.
There's nothing on him that's like real food.
Minotaur.
That's like
Minotaur, come here. Show these people what you're worth. Come here. Come over.
right here.
Come on.
Right here.
Yep. Yeah, but he's all skin and bones. He's all skin and bones.
He's a lot of muscle. See, so what happens is you eat fat people before you eat the skinny people.
No, you don't want fat
Oh
people.
yeah, you do.
No, you know you don't.
You ever seen a lion eat a person? What's the first thing they eat?
Their belly?
No, their ass. They eat the fat of their ass first.
Their ass?
And then they go for the stomach area.
So the ass eaters then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lions are ass eaters. Immediately.
So every lion should have a t-shirt.
So like me, lions are ass eaters.
Every lion should have a t-shirt.
It's like, come here, Papa.
I eat ass.
People are like, how you let your dog, your dog licks its balls while it's, licking your face. I'm just like, well, I eat ass, so it's all right.
No, actually it does bad.
Yeah. Come here. Mwah.
Oh, such a good dog. This is a great dog. This dog is a great dog.
Oh, that's disgusting. You're right. That is disgusting. His breath is bad.
That's great radio.
Go lay down. What a good boy.
That's a great dog. That's a great dog. A tasty dog, but a great dog. A little cayenne, like a smoked cayenne, like rub on him. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you earlier, he's
Lowry seasoning salt will do a lot for all kinds of food.
Lowry's is weak, Ash.
Well, no, it's weak.
It's weak. Remember the chicken stuff I made?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we'll do right there.
Oh.
Yeah. The chicken rub.
Now I want to barbecue the dog.
Minotaurs, days are numbered.
But yeah, people that are breeding dogs in China, it ain't because they want to sell them to make money.
No, they were just talking about this because my kid has 2 German Shepherds. One's like 100 pounds, easy. One's like 40 pounds. I'm like, and they're like, well, they eat dogs in China. I go, they're not eating Zuko. Zuko's 100 pounds. There's no fucking way they're eating that dog. They're eating the other one because it's tiny. You know what I'm saying?
No. They're eating Zuko.
No, they're not eating Zuko.
Yes, they are.
Well, no, because Zuko's worth like $1,500 too. Another reason they're not eating Zuko.
No, they're eating Zuko.
They're not eating Zuko.
Okay, if you look at the ribs of Zuko,
Zuko's a big boy.
And you look at the ribs of the other one, they're eating Zuko.
I'm just saying now. In times, yes.
Today, right now, they're going to eat the fucking big dog.
No, they eat the fucking little, like, medium-sized dogs. They have them in the cages and shit. The restaurants we're talking about.
Bro, I've seen like a field of spits of fucking dogs. And it's just like, they're not eating that dog because that dog don't have enough meat on it.
Right.
We're eating that dog because that's all we have to eat.
Right. I eat that dog's ass first, too, by the way.
I will eat that dog's ass, then his balls. They eat bull balls all day in fucking Montana.
I love you. I know we're kind of short tonight.
What?
Yes, we're kind of short, but I'm gonna
2:35.
I know. Should we go? I can't go.
Are you crying?
No, because
you are crying. Listen.
The baby's
I got my thing, my stuff, my I brought my Sherville because my grandkid.
Go fuck yourself.
I will go fuck myself vigorously with Vaseline.
So, anyways, back to
listen.
What we're talking about.
This is not a democracy.
It's not.
This is a constitutional republic.
Right.
But if you want to give up your individual liberties, go ahead and vote Democratic.
Oh, that's good way to segue into that because I am voting for sure tomorrow, and you should too.
Everyone should vote.
Vote. I don't care if it's red. I don't care if it's blue.
Listen, we don't
Please
know.
vote red though.
Here's the thing. If they actually didn't fight showing your ID to vote, I would believe that voting was actually, real and all votes were counted. But since they're just like, oh, it's racist to ask for someone to have ID to vote, then you know that the Democrats are cheating.
Right. Well, but
I'm not saying the Republicans aren't cheating,
but they can't. Hold on, they can only.
but
cheat
we
so much.
know that the Democrats are
They
cheating.
can only cheat so much. If more Republicans vote, then they can cheat. They'll lose.
Well, here's the funny thing though. Like I said, I've been all week. I've been watching the tides go, the news. I've been watching. You came in and I was watching fucking Ted Cruz talking about how report. Okay, so I've been watching all weekend, and all week they've been saying, "Oh, the race is so close." Now I personally have been out because I do a radio show, and I've been out asking people, blue or red, blue or red. I don't care who, just blue or red, blue or red. Everyone's like red, 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 blue, red, 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 blue, red, 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 blue, red, 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 blue. But if you watch the news, it's fucking neck and neck. No, it's neck and neck.
Blue, red.
It's neck and neck.
No, it's not.
You watch the news, it's fucking neck and neck. They're within 1 point.
Well, they're saying it's a blue wave coming. They keep saying
49, 50%. Oh, it's neck and neck. It's neck and neck. It's so close. It's hard to tell.
Hold on.
The lie that they are giving you is that they're preparing you for the weeks of them saying, "Oh, the election's been stolen by the Republicans."
No, we're also saying we gotta wait a couple days so the voting is done and counting is done. Blah blah blah, which is bullshit. But the thing that bothers me the most about it is that they're saying that basically the vote is going to be stolen, like you're saying. The vote is going to be stolen before it's even stolen.
Yes, they're preparing us.
But if we say it's stolen...
If a Republican says it's stolen, they're a lying sack of shit. Right. If a Democrat says it's been stolen... It's real. Well, then we need to investigate it.
Right.
Kind of.
I saw a video today. A guy went into a voting booth. And they say, "Oh, we're closed." He goes, "Oh, you're closed to vote?" He goes, "Yeah. Well, you can vote Democratic, but you can't vote Republican." It's like, I was like watching it going. He goes, "You can't vote Republican right now?" He goes, "No, for some reason the Republican voting is down, but you can vote Democrat." And the guy's like, "I'll be back."
There was this guy. One time he said, "You know, it really doesn't matter who votes. What matters is who counts the votes."
Right. Hold on.
I think his name was
You said that wrong.
Stalin.
You said it wrong, Ashley. You said it's not who votes, it's who counts the votes.
It doesn't matter who the fuck votes.
Right.
I think Mark Twain said it famously. If voting mattered, they wouldn't let us plebs do it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, right. But he also said
it's like watching American Idol where you vote through your phone.
Yeah, I remember that back in the day. I used to do that.
How much of that is real?
Yeah, exactly.
None.
Yeah. Hold on. You know what Mark Twain said? That is my favorite statement of all statements.
Einstein wasn't real?
No, he said, "It's not what gets you, that you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for 100% accurately that's just not so." You know what I'm saying? And that is one of my favorite things, and it kind of fits with what's going on here. Because you think you know what you're talking about, but really, you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
Everyone wants to believe a comfortable lie.
Yeah.
They don't want to understand the uncomfortable truth. That's why Al Gore made so much money selling that video.
The uncomfortable fucking.
And people are like, why you hate Al Gore? You know what? I don't hate Al as much as I hate Tipper, because as a musician in 1984, trying to fucking make an album with the words "Let me put my cock up your ass, babe," could not be done without putting a sticker on it. But the funny thing is, I put the sticker on it, says, PMRC warning. Now it sells. So it kind of worked against them for a minute.
Because they was like, "Oh my God, NWA. Straight Outta Compton had that thing. It sold
millions.
Hundreds of millions, actually.
So, went platinum day after it came out.
No, the FBI went after him because of the fucking fuck the police song.
Right. Isn't it funny that ice tray or ice dish or ice cube? What's his name? I think it's a drink. Iced tea.
Ice shovel. Ice cube.
Snow shovel. Yeah, snow shovel. He's all fuck the police. Now he plays a cop on TV. That's hilarious.
No, that's Ice-T actually.
Yeah.
I mean that's Ice-T. Yeah, but he didn't say that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he was a cop killer.
Okay, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
He was a cop killer, yeah.
I was incorrect in my puns. I wasn't punny, Bo.
He was a cop killer with
Wasn't he with the NWA?
No, it was
Who was NWA?
That's Fuck the Police. Cop killer was Ice-T.
You know what? Speaking of fuck the police, here's something I love is these monkeys that fucking audit offices. These guys, cause there's some that know how to audit the office. They got their camera and they're videoing and they walk into the police department and the cops come up and they're just like, well, Celeste v. W. Washington D.C. Case number blah 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 2010 this I'm allowed to record, and so the police are like, oh okay, well, okay, I get it. And then you get the guy that's just like, hey, you know what, fuck you cops, you don't know what you're doing, hang on, why are you beating me up? I don't get this.
Well, then 9 times out of 10 those guys win their civil suits, by the way. So
yeah, and see that's the thing, they hire ignorant police officers. Right. They give them minimal training, and then they say, hey, you're a bully with a badge, and qualified immunity gives you all the power you need to fuck up police or fuck up people.
Did you just see the thing where the guy was walking down the street? He had the cane in his back of his pocket. He was like a half blind guy. And the cop stopped him and says, I have reason to believe you have a gun in your back pocket. He's like, are you sure? And she's like, I think so. And he goes, pulls out a fucking, like one of those canes.
Yeah.
And so they arrested him. And now it's a big civil suit.
Yeah, but see, qualified immunity means that the police, even if that cop gets fired...
Oh, she'll get fired. She'll get put on...
The city or the state...
Oh, they pay.
...are the ones that pay. That means the taxpayers.
That means us, yeah.
That means the taxpayers pay that.
Absolutely, 100%, yes.
So I'm thinking about starting a new program where we go out and we audit the office. Because I look like I need to get beat up by cops and I need to make money.
You're too old to get beat up, dude.
I will be compliant while they slam me to the ground. And I will just be like, my attorney, because I have an attorney.
I know you do. I have one too. I have one too.
So I'm ready. I don't know why I haven't facilitated this.
You might want to talk to him first. You may want to have a conversation with him.
Actually, I've had the conversation.
Have you?
Yeah.
And he said you're fucking crazy?
Well, he did say that, but he said, hey, as long as you do not incite violence, as long as you do not instigate any kind of antagonistic proclamations, which means I can't be like, hey, fuck you, cop.
Right.
As long as I'm like, sir...
my rights. Right.
Armican versus King County, 1990 says that I'm allowed to do this, and if you look at the RCW 332131 says that I'm allowed to videotape this, and then they start beating me up.
9 times out of 10, if you come like that, they have no idea what you're talking about. Like
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Which means that they cuff me, stuff me, which means they violate my First Amendment, my Fourth Amendment, and my 14th Amendment rights.
Fifth.
No,
you get fifth.
No. Because I will not invoke my right to be quiet.
No. That's not. It's more than that.
The Fifth Amendment means that you literally say,
not incriminate yourself.
I invoke my right to remain silent.
No, it's
and
not.
9 times out of 10, these idiots that audit the office don't. Because they want to blab. They want, I know all the laws. I know everything.
No.
And even though they might know a case or two, doesn't mean that they know the law.
Well, no, it's not. It's right. You're right. The part with the fifth, but the fifth also states that you can't incriminate yourself.
But you have to invoke it.
It's illegal to incriminate yourself.
But you have to invoke it. You have to. According to my attorney, you literally have to say, I am invoking my Fifth Amendment rights. And from that moment forward, you must remain silent.
Well, they can't use anything against you anymore, I think.
No.
Yeah,
No. From that moment forward, you must remain silent.
On that certain subject. I think so. Because
This is what Howard told me. If you invoke your Fifth Amendment right, and then you say anything after that, you've nulled it.
I thought that only
because anything you say can and will
Right.
be used against you in a court of law. So if I say, hey, I invoke my Fifth Amendment rights, and then they're like, blah, 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 and then I go, is now usable.
Well, yeah. I mean,
So if you say I am invoking my Fifth Amendment rights,
but hold on, if you invoke your
and then you say anything after that, you're a fucking idiot.
no, if you invoke your Fifth Amendment right though, and they start beating on you, then it changes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No.
I think it does.
No. Howard,
How?
let me know.
God,
Because the answer is no.
Colin Howard. I think it is because
No.
Hold on.
No, the answer is no.
Listen,
because here's the thing about torture. Because if I say, you know what I need you to, I know you know what you are not telling me, and you're like, I don't know nothing. Right. And I start pulling out your fingernails, and you say, I don't know anything. No. And then I pull out your toenail, and then I pull out your toenails, and then you say something.
I didn't mean it that way.
That means you've said something under duress.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And that's exactly what you're talking about. Because if I say I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to not say anything to incriminate myself, and I'm silent from that moment on, and they cuff me and they stuff me and they beat me and they kick me and they like cut my fucking balls off.
Right.
As long as I'm quiet,
Well,
nothing I say can or will be used against me in a court of law. But if I evoke anything, then they have power against me.
No, listen. If they start beating on you or something like that, you say stop or blah, blah, blah. That has nothing to do with the Fifth Amendment. Nothing. I'm telling you. If you say, please, let me see my lawyer, blah, 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 any of that stuff, it does not come, it doesn't matter.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Well, you also have the right to a lawyer, so that's actually a right as well.
I have a right to an attorney.
You do.
And if I can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to me. And see, that's another thing people don't understand. Even if you can't afford an attorney, they still have to provide one to you. And even if it is the shittiest fucking piece of crap attorney that passed the bar by 1 point,
they can still file for you. They can still do filing for free.
They do everything for you.
Well, they file. Learn the law if you get in that situation, because they can still file without any sort of.
My suggestion to anyone that wants to audit the office is to, number one, read the Constitution. Number two, carry a Constitution with them. And number three, have an attorney on retainer.
That's a good idea.
Which is what I do.
Yeah, I do too.
And I'm thinking that,
No.
I'm ready to let a cop kick the shit out of me for $30,000.
I'm out. Well, I mean, I just can't put myself out like that.
Because those cops, they don't get fired. They just get transferred to another fucking place.
My wife's uncle got killed by a cop. Like, literally got killed, and she's still on the force. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because bad cops are as prevalent as bad politicians. Good cops are as rare as good politicians. Because good politicians last one term. Good cops don't last very long in any precinct.
I disagree with that. I know a couple cops, and they're pretty good guys. They are. And they've been cops for a long time.
I know cops.
You know a cop.
I know lots of cops.
Yeah, I know you know.
That I would actually call to help me.
Yes. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're good.
Yeah. Well, you know a cop. No, sure, cop. You know a guy.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy I would trust.
Yeah.
I would trust him.
Exactly. Yeah. So, he's not a cop anymore, by the way. Yeah. But
once a cop, always a cop.
He hurt. You happened to him, right?
Once a cop, always a cop. Oh, no, I didn't know.
He got in a big accident. He's a T6.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
That is very unfortunate.
Yes, good dude.
Because he was a fantastic human being.
Rodney's a good dude. Yeah.
He was a fantastic human being, and I can imagine that he was one of the police officers that, if you were evoking your First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment rights, would stand there next to you, going, he's got the right to do that.
Yeah. Oh, he would.
As opposed to the cop that's just like, why are you filming?
Right, exactly.
Whereas I would be like, when a cop would come up to me being like, why are you filming? I'd be like, well, what are you trying to hide?
Right. Exactly.
Which would get me beat.
Right.
Which would get me paid.
Right. Exactly. Well, you don't know that. It could get you beat. It could get you beat, but
No, it will.
you don't know that.
What are you trying to hide?
You know, all cops are different, though. I mean, they might just like do the whole "you can't be here" and "you need to go" and let me talk to your supervisor. My supervisor's right there. You know, blah,
And
blah.
that there are police officers that apparently understand that they took an oath to stand up for the Constitution.
Right.
Where there are cops that have a job and get a paycheck.
Right.
And those are the guys that are bad.
Well, they're not only that; they're the ones that take money on the side. You know what I'm saying? That's what really
you don't have to take money on the side. You just have to not know the law and not defend citizens' rights.
But that's where it starts for them.
To be a bad cop.
That's where it usually starts.
Because a good cop will stand. Like I've been to the Western Washington apple blossom thing, drunk as fuck, staggering around, falling down. Cop helps me up and says, "Where are you? Where are you sleeping?
Right.
Let me take you to your room."
Right.
Same year, next day, staggering around, drunk. Cop says, "Cuff him up."
Right. Drunken. What do you call it?
Public display of intoxication, sir.
Which is a
$383 fine back in 1992.
It's more for a seatbelt fine now.
Yeah. So. And listen, I understand that, yes, I was drunk in public, but I was not
at a festival.
I was not being a nuisance to the officer that took me to
and
jail.
Those guys are the ones just trying to make.
I was not being a nuisance to the officer that took me to jail. Because when I'm drunk as shit, I'm usually pretty friendly.
Right.
Whereas the officer that took me, held me by the hand apparently and walked me to my hotel room. Apparently that guy's like, I don't want to do the paperwork. Where the other guy's like, I need the quota. I need the quota.
Or he was a good dude,
Or I blew him. I don't know.
Yeah, you might have blown him.
Hard to say.
Probably could.
Hard to say.
It's
I was drunk. I don't know.
could have happened. You never knew.
I'm not bisexual. I'm trisexual.
Try anything?
If it's sexual, I might just try it twice.
You know what? You were such a cutie pie. No, I'm not trying that one. I love you.
Yes, I looked at the time.
I love you.
You said 3 hours.
I know. We're almost there. Man.
We got 6 minutes.
I know.
Fill it.
We made it again, dude.
Fill it.
I will fill it, dude, right now. You ready?
Look at the dog sniffing. Yeah, fill it.
Filling it.
Do it. Go.
Have you guys ever seen a dog's balls before? I mean,
I have never fixed any of my dogs.
I know he hasn't.
I've rescued
all the tags over here.
I've rescued a lot of them.
Yep. Vote. That's what I want to talk about the most.
Bro,
Yeah.
vote, bro. Tomorrow
There you go.
is the day
It's the day.
that makes the difference.
It is.
Now, I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you're independent. What I need you to do is to get up and go vote.
Vote.
Just need you to vote. Now, I understand that if you've listened to me for any amount of time, you're like, what are you saying? Because you say votes don't count. Now, I get that. But if you go vote and you watch what happens on TV and you see something wrong, then it's time to stand up. Isn't it time to stand up?
It's getting close.
Because the people in power want you to think that this is a democracy. But here's what I want you to do. If you're my age, then you went to school and in the morning you put your hand on your heart and you did the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm not a flag worshiper by any means because I know that means nationalism, which is a horrible thing. But
every day.
Listen, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
Which it stands.
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Now, in that entire mantra, the word democracy never showed up. The word socialism was frowned upon. The word communism was shit upon.
Dude, we fought communism.
We are a republic. And in a republic, individual liberty is the most precious item that we can have. And when people are like, how many children need to die in these school shootings until you give up your gun? The answer is all of them. I know that's a rough answer for you to listen to, because the blood of freedom is paid for by the blood of the innocent before the blood of the patriots water that tree. And a lot of free people have been being killed in the name of this republic because they want it to be a democracy. And we don't want a democracy. What we want is a constitutional republic where we use a democratic method to elect our representatives, not our leaders, our representatives. And we have a lot of social systems in place, like Social Security and welfare and food stamps and programs like that. Now, that's Medicare. Because we understand that as a republic, we need to take care of all the people that can't take care of themselves. But we have to take care of ourselves first.
It's not really socialism, though, those programs.
No, they're social programs.
They are not socialistic.
They're social programs.
But they're not socialistic programs.
No. Yeah. Absolutely not.
People
But here's the thing that democracy lies to you about. Because they take Social Security out of every paycheck that you get. And then they turn around and say it's a fucking entitlement.
Right.
That is not an entitlement. When you sacrifice money from your labor for your future, that is not an entitlement. That is not an entitlement. And if you let them call it an entitlement and you allow them to get away with calling it an entitlement, then you deserve everything that you get from this socialist Democrat
society.
We are a constitutional republic where individual liberty creates freedom for all. Now, if you hate capitalism, just remember that capitalism means that if you have a good idea, you can become rich overnight. But don't forget that capitalism also allows the people that have more money than you to steal your idea from you. So you got to be able to protect yourself, which is where the individual liberty comes in. This is a constitutional republic. This is not a democracy. Please vote accordingly.
And good luck to us all.
And good luck to us all.
We love you guys.
Thank you for watching.
See you next week.
I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe. I don't want that. I don't want subscribers. I just want people to watch the show.
Watch it.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out. We have fun here.
Send it to your friends. Laugh.
Yeah,
laugh at our idiocy. Please.
We are stupid.
Please laugh at our idiocy. And if you like our guitars, we might just play some for you tomorrow.
Ooh.
Or wait, tomorrow. I say tomorrow. I mean next week.
I'll bring a bass.
Next show.
I'll bring a bass next week.
I like the way you were. I don't slap. And you were like, I was just like,
my bass,
man, that's amazing.
More slapper.
Oh, he's like, I got a better bass than your shit's expensive, but it ain't. Just because it costs money doesn't mean it's good. That's what capitalism is. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's good. Look at my Rolex. Yeah, you still gotta wind it.
That's true, man. That's a goddamn. No, it's a nice bass. Don't get me wrong.
No, they're great. They're great.
Yeah, no, it has nice action on it, by the way. It really does.
The Buzzard is a fucking awesome bass.
It's a great bass. Great bass.
The Cruiser is definitely something that
it's more of a walker.
Yeah.
It's more of a walking bass. Yeah.
So but yeah.
All right.
Tune in next week.
Can't wait.
Because we ain't crazy. We're just stupid. We love you.
Peace.